Hello, everybody. Hello. All right, I got the widget still going. You still have time. We'll come back to that in a second. So, welcome, everybody. Welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here on the Lotro Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/Lotro stream, as our community manager loves to point out. He says it every time because he's like a background in radio a while back, and I think that's embedded in him to always like do the thing. Welcome to Radio 95.5. So anyway, yes. Oh, you know what? We are not on the Mordor server, so let's change that information out. We are on the Treebeard server. Beard. Yeah. And let me save that. Excellent. So up on the top of the stream there, we've got what server we're on in case you're curious where we are and what we're doing, because sometimes people are like, what server are you on? So the information is right there for your ease. So I'm your host, Little Redhead, and I will be taking us through some parts of Middle Earth, that being today the area around Dol Amroth. Hey, Lost Hobbit, welcome. Passes out the s'mores. Sounds great. Thank you very much. I will. I like s'mores, but gluten-free graham crackers, I'm not sure if I've had them. I've had a lot of gluten-free breads and crackers and stuff, and some were, like if you like birdseed, that kind of thing, then you might enjoy that. But in general, they don't taste quite as palatable as an average one. So I haven't had s'mores in quite a while. Also, they don't have graham crackers in the Netherlands. So there's that too. So they definitely don't have gluten-free graham crackers out here. Hey, Casper. Casper's just gone out and come back in. It's been raining a bit here today. And so at one point, Casper was out, and then he came in and he like left little wet footprints on the floor. It was hilarious. So yes, before is a big fan of the chocolate part of the s'mores. Yeah, I like the marshmallows a lot too. You can get marshmallows here, and or various things that are marshmallow-like, and so I do get those. And I'm like, man, that's one of my things. There was one time we had, it wasn't marshmallows. It's that like circus peanuts, that kind of. So it's partly marshmallow, partly, mallow cream-esque kind of stuff, and. Yeah, I would sit and eat so much of that in a sitting. I just like could not help myself. So finally, I said before, I'm like, I love these, and you can't buy these from me anymore. I can't. I eat too much, and I make myself sick. Yes, before. There we go. I'll gladly take the cracker and chocolate parts, and Little Redhead can have the marshmallow. Or we could divide the chocolate. You can have cracker and half the chocolate. I'll take the marshmallow and half the chocolate. So I think that would work out, because chocolate covered marshmallows are pretty, like you put it in a chocolate fountain, that's pretty tasty too. So anyway, well, let's go ahead and get started. So we're hanging out here in Dol Amroth. So what's the dealio? So here we are, Dol Amroth, and if you look at the city, it's divided into different sections, and so different factions are kind of responsible for different areas. And sometimes their names match up and sometimes they don't, I think. Because, like, there's a library faction, and you have to go do quests on behalf of this faction. But they sent us, like, out and about down here and out there and stuff like that. So, anyway, there's a lot going on here. So before it says you can watch an overview, or find an overview of the Dol Amroth City Watch. So we're going to do, City Watch, is City Watch what you're saying is the umbrella term, or is that one of the factions? This is where I start to get mixed up. So, and we'll talk to Beriaudur here in a minute, but let me show you what I mean by factions. So you've got like, this person says armory, and this person is warehouse, and that one is mason, and that one is great hall. So they have these different faction names, docks, but they don't necessarily relate one-to-one to where they send you to do quests. Okay, so I'm going to use some of the words that before is putting into the chat here. So there are 8 district factions. Each one of them has their own reputation. So I can look at my reputation, for example, and are they listed as Dol Amroth? Yeah. So you'll see that I have a laundry list of Dol Amroth things. If I put in Dol Amroth, all of these come up because we have Dol Amroth Swan Knights, Dol Amroth Warehouse, Dol Amroth Mason, Dol Amroth Library. So you're trying to get reputation with each one of those. And the way to get reputation with each one of those is to go and do their quests, because then you get reputation with their faction. Also, they give you coins. Sometimes the coins are for them. Well, you get a box and you open the box, and sometimes the coins are for them, and sometimes the coins are for a different faction, and sometimes the coins are just generic Dol Amroth coins. So that's a little added complexity in there as well. Hey Sandy, good to see you. Yeah, okay, so let's see what else I was gonna say. Oh, all of this unlocks starting at level 100. So you can't even start working on it until you're level 100. But then once you are, you can start doing this. Okay. They have, once you get to acquaintance, so maxed out here of acquaintance, that is the maximum standing with these all these little factions. Swan Knights might be different. Anyway, so working on all these different factions here. Once you've hit acquaintance, like I have with the warehouse and the library and the bank, for example. Oh, and the docks. So I've hit acquaintance with those. I'm still working on the armory, the Great Hall, the Masons, and the Swan Knights. Okay. So once you've hit acquaintance, you've completed every one of their quests, because they have a series, like a handful of quests. So if you do, each one of them once, apparently that gets you to acquaintance. That completes a deed. Wait, sorry. Yeah. No, I think you have to have you were saying you have to have acquaintance with all of them to get a deed, right? Anyway, there's a series of deeds embedded in all of this. Hey, checking my loots. Okay, so under the deed log, we'll open the one in the game. No, we won't, because I'll type in there. Hang on. Okay, so the deed log, Gondor, Western Gondor. Here we are. All right, so Dol Amroth, City Watch, Armory, for example. So I have, let's scooch this over. So Armory, you can see I'm not finished with them. And I do have this quest, achieve acquaintance status with the Armory, complete Weapons of the Guard, guarding the ocean, tending the wounded, checking for intruders, arms and armors, and punishing the purloiners. Those are the quests that I still need to do. And once I do those quests, then that'll get me to acquaintance probably with these guys. And that will finish that, which completes the City Watch Armory deed. There's you don't get nothing for it. It's just a good feeling in your heart that you've completed something else. All right, once you do all of that for all of these, there's, let's see, not that. Okay, here we go. So then there's Dol Amroth buildings. Attain acquaintance with the bank faction, the dock faction, the armory, and so forth. So once I've attained acquaintance status with all of those, that completes a deed. But then there's the whole capstone thing. Isn't that involved here somewhere? Oh, maybe that quest is in there. There's also a thing where once you've finished acquaintance with a standing, so like library, Beriaudur here, he has a thing called training exercises. So you can go and they go, it's as if you've gone and you did some patrol and you came back and, oh no, Dol Amroth is under siege of some sort. So they're thinking they're going to do a mock assault, but then it turns out there's a real one happening. So you have to go and help out with that. So we're going to do that today too. But that's so you got to do the quests for the faction, get acquaintance with them, come do this capstone with this guy for that faction, and then you finish stuff. Okay. Should I go ahead and accept his quest or not yet? Okay. We are waiting a moment. Okay. Hunter armor. You want me to talk to a hunter armor person? I can't buy any of this. Okay.
But click on one and then hover over the button down below.
Oh, you cannot barter for this item because it has a quest requirement that you do not satisfy. You must have completed deed Dol Amroth City Watch Warehouse.
Each one of these.
So each one of these has, that one is bank, that one, yeah, so forth. So if I wanted to come and get this stuff, I would need to be at the max reputation, or yeah, get acquaintance reputation. Well, it's max reputation.
But one of them you have unlocked except for the tokens.
But let's see how it looks. I mean, isn't that the most important thing of all this? There we go. So this is what it would look like if I got this hunter armor. That's kind of cool. Goes well with my flowers. That's cute. I wouldn't mind being seen like that. I don't think I've actually unlocked anything. Oh, except for tokens, you're saying, maybe. Yeah, there you go. You do know how to have the correct items barter. Okay, so I could get the gauntlets of the Liberator if I had the tokens, but I gave all my tokens over before, so I don't have any of these. Oh, maybe I have a few. I gave most of my tokens to before to hold on to. We just like consolidated our tokens rather than having two people holding all these tokens. We have one person holding all the tokens. Ah, looking at the minstrel armor. Nice. Okay, so let's go do a faction. Who are we gonna go talk to? Oh hey, my stuff's looking right again. I have little buttons over on the side. My bars. What is it? So 1, 2, 3. So 4 and 5 I have over on the side, and it looked like it was cut off the other day, but it looks like it's better now. So that's nice. All right.
So.
Are we gonna do this, or are we gonna pick it up and do it later? We're gonna do it. Do it now? Okay. All right, so he's like, hey, come do some training exercises. I'm like, okay. So we'll show you what that looks like. So you have to do it solo. You can't do it in a group. You got to do it person by person. I should probably put my fast feet on. Okay, so you'll see that all those different faction people are out here. Oh no, returning from the exercise, you discover the city has been taken. Oh, you can't really see the city, but it's over there. It's over there, and stuff's happening. So let's see, do I talk to him? Speak to the soldiers and select your target building. Warehouse. Before it says warehouse. Okay, so there's warehouse. So I'm gonna go over, so none of them have rings, so that kind of throws you off, but just, they're here. So if I talk to this guy, he says, join me and we shall retake the warehouse. So I'm like, okay, so I can, so you kind of have to know which one you want coming in. It's not like it shows you rings for the ones you haven't done or anything like that. You just kind of, you got to track it somehow. I don't know. All right, I have selected the warehouse as my target. Speak to the commander to begin the assault. Okay, so I got to go back to Beriaudur, or so Beriaudur. Sorry, different guy. Must be his cousin. You know your orders. Let us retake Dol Amroth to battle. Okay. So you press on. I will coordinate efforts from here. So all these NPCs are going to go running off. Apparently I want to go this way. So there's 2 entrances into Dol Amroth from here. And, you know, it's all dark and stuff, so you can't really see. But they've just given me a whole stack of quests that I got to work on. And apparently, I've got to go in this way. Skagosi! Good evening to me and you. Hello and welcome. Good evening to you. Okay, now there's no things on my map either. Like there's no, you know, here's where you go, here's what you do. So it can feel a little like you've just been dropped in the middle of something and you don't know what's going on. I often feel that way with this. So that's why I thought this might be decent to show on stream. Wait, am I supposed to go down this hill? Yeah. Yes, okay, cool. All right, I found the entrance. So I have quests that just showed up for me. Let's see. Defeat Dabardon and defeat bands of corsairs. Okay. Fanning the flames. The food stores must be saved. There's 3 of those. Fire and water. Sinking a corsair ship will cripple their occupation. Securing the way. Disable 8 traps. Because the traps must be removed so the people are safe. Defeat 6 slavers. They must be defeated to secure the safety of those in Dol Amroth. Recover 6 supplies. They must be recovered for winter. And defeat 6 rats must be dealt with to save the food supplies in the warehouse. So you see we're getting a lot of, like, you know, food things we're taking care of. But also, like, I don't know, saving people and stuff. They often have a little bit of a theme. All right, I guess I probably should... Oh, my stuff's up in a bad place. My bars are not usually this high up. So I'm not sure what happened there. Let me bring those down so I can at least click on them in the middle of other things, hopefully. All right, doing some food eating. Kind of buffing up a little bit because I don't know how bad this is going to be.
Landscape difficulty is off.
I'm being told that landscape difficulty is off, though, so that way he dies. That's handy. All right, so we had a patrol. They walked off, looks like. We got... Now, this guy isn't listed as something I have to deal with, but we'll go ahead and take care of him anyway. What? Where's the thing? Oh. I'm on a different stance. Okay, cool. That worked out well. All right, I'm going to swap my stance in a moment, though. There's a trap. I'll go ahead and disable that. All right, let's swap because this patrol's coming back. And they're going to see me in a moment if I don't do something about it. I want to hit them all. Let's see if that does it. Yeah, I had a feeling the captain was going to be the strongest of the group. All right, cool. And I noticed a trap behind them there. Let's grab that. I'll go ahead and just do a cough drop. Seems like I'm coughing a little bit there. We'll get rid of that patrol. Oop. Oh, he's stronger than I thought. All right. Nope. You don't see me. I find it easier to just go ahead and go through that little process so that way I have less to deal with. So I do a camouflage, and then I do improved focus, and then a burn hot if it's available, and then I do a rain of arrows if I'm doing a group. And it goes like that, which is handy. I like that. I read that they were going to give hunters like a plus 5% damage. So grateful for that, because it did feel like my DPS was a bit low of late. So yay. Go back to being my little glass cannon. It's one of my favorite things to do. Oh, the snipers did not get taken out by that, though. Okay. Okay, so, Now, I'm finding traps, so that's good. Ah, okay. I must be needing to go this direction.
East is a good direction.
It took me south. But there are traps over here.
South is a good direction.
Okay. So B4 is doing the same thing over on his computer. So we're doing this in parallel so he can kind of like... Somehow he's better at like noticing where you're supposed to go in these sorts of things that don't give you a lot of direction.
Benefits of not being the streamer.
Yeah, that's right. Benefit of not being the streamer. He's not distracted by things over there. And the captain makes it through as before, no problem. Cool. Okay, how many traps is that? 7 out of 8. Hey, and here's my last one. Now, sometimes you have to go into buildings Excuse me. And that's not always obvious to me. But I'm gonna go, I found some more, I found some supplies. Okay, cool. I must be on the right track then. So I am, yeah, it's not, I can't show the big map. It's not there. I don't know if I need to take out that guy. I might need to take out this guy. Let's take care of this captain because I think I have to go down there where he was walking. That's my guess. I see some more supplies. Okay, so if I need to go into a building, which is possible. Hey, Pamela, good to see you. We're doing a Dol Amroth thing. So if I need to go into a building, which I probably do, and given that one's called the warehouse, and I'm doing the warehouse thing, I probably need to go in there. And another giveaway here was there's these two guys standing out front, which makes me think, aha, maybe they're guarding, so I'm in the right place. Man, I wish I could just like duck and let them run over me and fall off the side. Like, that'd be hilarious. And that captain didn't even notice me at all. That's neat. Alright, so let's pop in here and see what I need to do in here. Oh, I bet there's rats in here. That would make sense. Let's see. Oh, and there's a crate. And there's a rat. Yep, thought so. There's a swarm of them. Alright, let's get rid. Oh my gosh. There's like 5 all of a sudden. Well, those 4 plus the 1. Alright, I'm still in combat with somebody. Don't know who, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Oh. Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Okay, let me deal with all that first then. The rats are crazy. Oh, we got a red box. I would not like to be standing in that. Okay, well, apparently I finished the rats. So now we're going to, let's see, what do we do? Secured food. We're securing food. Okay. That apparently is on fire. Fanning the flames. That's what this one is. Yeah. Okay. Food stores are burning. Let's, oh, hey, Captain. Not particularly interested in talking to you, though. I just want to put out this crate. Haha. What if I just leave? Oh, is there stuff upstairs I gotta do? Not sure. Oh, I probably have to take that guy out. I just found him. He's upstairs. That's why I'm like, I can't leave. I gotta go take care of that guy. Yeah, right? Corsair comes charging. I said, not now, Steve. Well, I'm like, I don't have a need to get into combat with these guys if they're not, like, you know, part of my assignment. I was like, yeah, whatever, Joe. I'm over here living my best Hobbit life. Putting out crates that are on fire. Shooing the rats. There we go. He has been defeated. The warehouse is secure. See? The warehouse is secure. I didn't even have to take out that other guy. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I did. Okay, we're going to go find some boats to blow up. But the warehouse is secure. Okay, so I got to recover some more supplies, defeat the slavers, and set fuses, which I think are boat things. Although there's supplies that are over here, so let me grab these supplies. Yeah, okay. And then is that where you found the boats? I found a boat. Okay, I guess I'm going to probably have to take this guy out. He's kind of in my way. I love shooting with a bard's arrow because that's the runaway thing. So it gives me like an extra moment to, you know, do my thing. I thought Casper was going to come over here. Oh, he went over onto the couch. Of course he did. He was hovering, but I had food before. I don't have any food right now. So, you know, I'm not as interesting as I was previously. Fair enough. Oh, hey, there's a fuse on a boat. Bunch of Corsairs. Fine. I suppose we don't want them wandering around Dol Amroth. Yeah, it's funny. I've gotten used to in Valheim, I've gotten some really nice armor, and so I've gotten used to like if I don't want to deal with combat, I just like keep moving until I'm like, okay, fine, I'll deal with you. But up until that point, I just don't, and so I'm like kind of treating Lotra in the same way. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure my armor's good enough. You can keep hitting me. I'll be back. I'll deal with you in a minute. Okay. Well, fine.
I want to help someone kill the last boss, the general in the Tomb of Limbo.
Okay. Before is off to go help somebody do something else in the game. He'll be back. All right, so we've got people. Can I save them? No. But I can light fuses, I guess. But how do I... Oh, I gotta defeat the slaver. That's what I'm doing. All right. Yeah, I don't really care about the captains. It's the slavers that I'm not liking, apparently. Oh, they're really good at putting down caltrops. That seems to be their jam. Okay, that's 3 out of 6. Is that one over there? Yep, it is. So we'll just do a little this and a little bit of that. Hit him with a Heartseeker. Nice. Oh, the captain saw. Well, fair enough. Oh, good. That means these people on the boat ran away. Good, good, good. They saw the last of the slaver and they're like, we're out. I don't think so, buddy. All right, so I'm going to go light another fuse here. That's 2. All right, and that's 3. So is the boat going to blow up? How much time do I have to get off of it? All right, I got to find 2 more slavers and 2 more supplies. Now, I think I'm technically in an instance here. So I think that means at some point when I'm done that I just leave instance. Is that correct, honey? Okay, cool.
Once you have no more quests, you can just leave.
Okay. So thankfully these quests auto-complete. Oh, nice. I'm making him run everywhere. Hooray! People are jamming over here. Look at them. They're like, yay! Yeah, whatever, dude. Oh, I still have to defeat this slaver anyway. Fine. I'll deal with you both. I love how their animation is like bent over laughing. Yeah, this is not ideal. Let me get out of the caltrops. Don't you understand I'm a distance character here? Oh, I'm still shooting him. Oops. No, let's shoot the slaver. There we go. I sent the other guy away for a minute. He had an errand he forgot to run. Oh, okay. Now that other guy's going to come back. I probably have to deal with him. Okay. All right, cool. We completed Slave to the Sea, so that got rid of all the slavers. And these folks are all free. So now I just need to find another box of supplies, and we are good to go. It might be back on the boardwalk somewhere. So we'll head back that way. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. To be fair, I didn't take out everybody who was over here. So I might have like left something laying around next to a bad guy. No, I don't want to go into the warehouse building. Thank you. I already did that. Man, where did I miss it? You'd think there'd be extras. Sometimes they do that sort of thing. Now, they do portion off the area, so if I go too far, I will run into a red wall. So at least that'll help keep me like on track-ish. Where are the supplies? I feel like I should have seen it by now. You know, there was a boat we didn't really investigate. Maybe it's on the boat. Because I feel like this is where we came in. Yeah, this is where we came in. That's too far. All right, we'll keep looking. So it was after the warehouse building, really, that we started, around that area, we started to see the supplies. Are you guys holding any supplies? Let me ask them with my arrow. Have you seen any supplies? Sniper, no sniping. No, okay, well, that one can. All right, y'all got any supplies over here? Come on. Dang it. Oh, hey, found some. Yay. Cool. Okay, so then that'll autocomplete. And now you see I have finished all of the quests that were there. So I would expect somebody to come and be like, yay, thanks for saving the city, but they don't. So you just portrait eggs out of here. And we say yes. So there we go. Now, I will not be streaming next Tuesday. Actually, Before and I both will not be streaming next Tuesday. Oh, so here we go. So I'm back to Beriaudur, and his ring is like, you know, on cooldown because I did his training exercise, and you can only do it once per day. He has a cooldown. So I could do that again tomorrow for the next faction, and so forth. Why do these people not have rings? What am I doing wrong? Let's see, which have I not finished? Masons. Oh, I could just pull up my other thing. It's right there. Yeah, the Mason person should have quests for me because I haven't done all of their quests. So, I can't remember if there's a quest that you have to take in order to open those. Because you can, yeah, you can come in and do all of these like every day. They're repeatables. So when you're done, I am not sure where I'm supposed to go. Hey, we can look at the swans. We can play with the swans in the fountain. Yay. Somewhere around here you can get a white swan, and then there's also a black swan that you can get. Yeah, before he's off in the tomb of Elendil. Because there might be a quest to open those. But I did notice that there were no rings before also, so I feel like I'm missing some sort of a, not a wrapper per se, but you know, that sort of thing. Oh, the new legendary item reward track is up, so hopefully y'all got your stuff off the last one. I was looking briefly at what's available on here. So level 25, so we've been working on it already, and I've already been working on it on Laurelin too, because I want to make sure I get all these. So level 25, sorry, box number 25 is the incomparable coffer of the Cozy Den. And it's one of those coffers where it's going to give you a whole bunch of stuff out of it. That turtle? Oh, the big turtle. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Anyway, the coffer of the Cozy Den. It's cozy furniture, but like not Hobbit cozy, more like the new areas cozy. So it's very rich in colors. Oh, sorry, I was looking on the wiki, and I was looking on Deco de Milieu because you know, they both have good information there. And yeah, it's got, but it's interesting because it's things like the table that you see there. It's like those rich reds and golds and all that, and it's like human size, not Hobbit size. And I don't know if because sometimes you can take human size stuff and lower it down, and it makes it, look more Hobbit size. But these have some really high backs on the chairs, and there's like a settee set situation too, and stuff like that. So, but anyway, so like this table, for example, is the table with the chairs and all the stuff on the table with it already. So that's really interesting. And some of the other things were like that too, like maybe the settee came with the coffee table, and like so it's already like a set piece with all the accoutrements put with it. So that was an interesting thing. And there's like 6 different things or something like that in the coffer. Like I said, I looked at it a little bit, but I didn't memorize it. But I'm still trying to work on that because I think I'll try and get it on here on Treebeard and try to also get it on Laurelin. I might not worry about it on Mordor. Those are my 3 basic places that I'm paying attention, putting focus and energy and attention on right now. So let's see, and then all the usual stuff, and then Umbar Craft. That was okay. No, not what I'm looking for. 50 is a blonde corgi pet, cosmetic pet. So that looks cute. 75 is a legendary coffer of the outdoor market. So I didn't actually go and look at this, but it says a set of outdoor market housing decorations. So my guess it's going to look like an Umbari marketplace, with like the blanket on the ground and the goods, and then like the little tent roofs over things. Probably very rich colors. That has an image where like I'm seeing red and some golds and some browns. So, so again, another coffer where you get a bunch of housing items. So that's really interesting. And then 100 is a parrot of the fiery sands. So it looks like it's a parrot that's kind of reddish. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's probably in the pets now. Yeah, so, I mean, you can pull it up and watch it flap, but it's not huge to look at. But that's what it'll look like. So, yeah. That's funny. If I put in the word sand, there's 4 things. There's that parrot. There's the sand flies. You can get the sand flies as a cosmetic pet. Hilarious. There's a sandworm, because who doesn't want that? And then there's the seaside sand lurker. Isn't that cute? So it's kind of funny that how many things there are if you put in the word sand. So that's the legendary item reward track. So keep an eye out on that if those are things that you are interested in. I kind of ignored the track last time, and then at the end I was like, oh, I want some of this stuff, so we kind of had to rush through it. While we're on a slight pause, also mention the extra life stuff going on up there. So the team goal was to raise $30,000 for Extra Life, where that money goes to the Children's Miracle Network, children's hospitals in North America. So our goal, we reached it. Our team raised 36,000, so that's pretty awesome, and we're still going. So if you have an interest in donating, you still can. I want to make sure people don't miss out on this. So let's see. There's a link there in the chat to the Standing Stone Games team, of which I'm on, and that's where that team goal is from. And then if you want to donate to a specific person, you can just look in the team and be like, oh yeah, I'll donate to that, under that person's name, basically. It doesn't come to me. Like, I never see the money or anything like that. It just, whose name gets credit for it. Yay, good job, you. So speaking of, my goal was to raise 750, and I'm at 905. So even after it was, because we did a day where we just raised money that day. And even after that day was over, people kept donating. So that's pretty awesome. So I'm actually at 905 right now, which is pretty fun. So if you make a donation, you can get some goodies to have in the game. So there's cosmetic pets. There's titles. Let's see if I can remember. There's a cub. Which one is the cub that I have? Oh, thanks. Is it the... No. Little tundra cub. There it is. So you can get this little tundra cub cosmetic pet as one of your as a goodie for doing a donation. So basically, there's a list. It's called the Community Loot List, and so for participating in community events such as Extra Life fundraising, and like Cordovan has occasionally done Movember, for example, raising money towards men's mental health issues awareness, and so like that's another community event. Basically, like if you donate to that, he'll let you take pics off of the community loot list. So yeah, so anything that's like that, where Cord's like, yeah, this counts as support by the community for the community, that sort of thing. Then you can take pics off of the community loot list. So, so yeah, on the loot list right now are things like the little tundra cub. There's a spirit bear. These have been on here for a few years, so some of you may already have some of these things. But like this glowy, see-through bear, they're just cosmetic pets. They're just for fun, but it's cute. So yeah, there's pets, there's titles, there's housing items like the sleepy gray cat, or sleepy brown cat, whichever one you can't get otherwise, you can get through the loot list. A couple new titles this year. There's a Samwise housing property guard. That's fun. That's new this year. So yeah, anyway, so take a look. There's links there. And if you've already donated, make sure you fill in that survey to let Cordova know which things you want off the community lit list. And then, excuse me, at the end of November, everybody who submitted a survey, Cordovan is going to draw extra stuff. So you might win Lotro points. You could win more codes. Yeah, just go look at the thing. I forget what else he's giving away. He's giving away a bunch of stuff. Oh, cute. You have your decorated goose. Nice. And your decorated goose matching outfit. Very cute. Okay, we're birds now. Are we? Okay, here. Squawk, squawk. Let's see. What if I do like that? Does that make me look kind of like a bird? Like these guys? It's like, that's what they do, right? It's like flapping my wings. All right, can we go do some more of the faction stuff? Yeah, if we look at our City Watch warehouse deed, we still have one more quest. So yeah, okay, so for example, City Watch warehouse. Yeah, we still have complete Tol Aduel, a feast of drakes. Okay.
It's too much for me single.
Yeah, fair. All right, so let's go take a look. Oh, nice. Megan says I'm actually traveling next week to go see migrating swans. Nice. Where does one find migrating swans? I keep running into my thing there. Sorry about that, y'all. Hopefully that's not being too loud. Ooh, not pretty. Look at that out there. That's nice. Dol Amroth is quite pretty. If not a little chaotic to me. Feels a little chaotic. Northern Arkansas has trumpeter swans, which have the black beaks. Nice. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, we'll be near sand and sea next week, so I don't know what kind of flora and fauna to expect. I've been there before, but I haven't really paid attention, I guess. So yeah, might be interesting. Oh, you're a big birder. Nice. Oh, I saw something recently. There was a neighborhood. Oops, am I supposed to take this boat?
No.
Okay.
LM.
But do we have the quest?
That's a good question. Look under Dol Amroth.
Well, arriving here, stuff happened. I don't know. I have a lot of stuff listed here.
The one right above the 3 that you just got.
A Feast of Drakes. Okay. Apparently I have the quest already. Oh, maybe that's why the rings weren't there. You've already picked up all the quests?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, you already have the quest.
We have all the quests. That's why I can't find the rings, because I already have the quests.
Sorry.
So there we go. Oh, I don't have my quest loggy up. Where is my... Oh, because we're in an instance, probably. Oh, anyway, so where was it? I saw an article where, like, a rare bird ended up in, like, a cul-de-sac or something, and people are going nuts. And so, like, this quiet little neighborhood, and now all of a sudden, like, thousands of people are showing up every day. And then the neighborhood's like, holy crap, what are we doing? And most of the neighborhood has seen the bird now, but there's still, like, one of them who lives, like, right there, and he's like, yeah, I still haven't seen it. So I thought that was kind of funny. All right, of course they're tough. They come up with funny names for these guys. Oh, we got a couple of... Wow. You just brought everybody to the yard. They said, you got the milkshakes. We're on our way. Have I seen the bird? I mean, not the one from that cul-de-sac. I can't even remember what country it was in. I can't remember if it was the Netherlands, or if it was the US, or if it was somewhere else. I know, it's terrible, right? I'm sure if you do like a browser search, it would probably come up. Or not, I don't know. Let's see, there's a campfire. Browsers. Are we doing something to this campfire? We're using it. Oh, we sent a smoke signal. We're confusing people, so we're sending smoke signals that are erroneous. They're full of typos. Did they say west or east? I can't tell. Is it a W or is that a E? And here's a platform. Is this where the dragon's going to come?
Nope.
Okay. The swarm is coming. We have a swarm. Maybe I should put down a trap or two. What kind of swarm are we talking here? Oh, exciting. They are definitely a swarmy swarm. Of avunks. Avunk. All your base are belong to that? Belong to us. What does that even mean? Yes, those are the smoke signals we're sending. All your base are belong to us. Ha 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 ha. Oh wow, this swarm is unending.
This is a taste of what it would be like with a final range.
And I am full of something. Hang on. Yeah, I've got a bunch of effects on me.
We get it for another 40 seconds.
Okay, it's a timed event. Here it says over here I got 40 seconds. So I was like, cool, I did the thing. I'm like, oh, there's more to do. I guess I better heal myself and stuff. All right, I'll work on healing myself. I'm paying attention to my health. Apparently that's the thing. So in hunt, when you're a... Oh, it says we defeated the swarm. Okay, that was 40 seconds. When you're a hunter, you can go into the stance that's called endurance. And if you do that, then your quick shot or improved quick shot, whichever, that you have, it has a... it also does a morale, gives you morale too. So that's a really nice way to quickly heal yourself if you're in combat and you're a hunter. Just switch to, oh, that was a waste. Switch to endurance and then just do that over and over. Speaking of these snipers, I say, not a fan. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to endurance. What's that? Yeah, sniper, stop sniping. Oh, wow. Am I gonna die? Thank you. I was like, I better make sure I don't have any effects on me. Get those off real quick. Just in case. Thank you, thank you. Shall I go send up some bad smoke signals? Wahaha. Smoke signal sent. Cool. Where are we off to now? You are the Banana King. That's the signal we're sending.
Yes.
But I don't have any bananas. Alright, I'm gonna hit this guy with a Heartseeker. Although there's not quite... Oh, yeah, they must have all been sitting down because... Oh, they're sneaks. That's what's going on. I was like, how did we miss all those guys? Now that makes more sense now. It's better than the snipers. Those guys were annoying. Oh, does it? Oh, nice. Each of our smoke signals is counting for the other person, so it's like we've done 6. That's handy. All right, so we have to clear the groups of Corsairs, so we have 3 more of those to do. We could send up more smoke signals, why not? Maybe we ran out of smoke signal material. Oh, oh, the boat is sailing. Check that out. There's a boat sailing by. That's cool. Yay, we confused them. They're sailing boats to somewhere. Ho, 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 ho. Pretty boats, though. Check those out. Or, I guess it's one boat. It's pretty, though. Oops. Hang on, I want to see the boat. There we go. Big swan on the front. That's cool. Okay, here I come. Yeah, I was ignoring that sneak. Oh, you're taking him on. Okay. Fair enough. We know a hawk from a handsaw. As long as the wind is south by southwest. That'll confuse me even more, because that's not even the right quote. Throw in a little wrongly quoted Hamlet, see how they do. Probably means nothing, but that's all right. All right, let's get rid of those guys. Cool. Oh, I was able to use some Shakespeare the other day. I'm playing a game called Just One, where it's like a party game kind of, but it's I like it. I think it's kind of fun. Basically, it works better with more people. So like 7, 8 people is pretty good, and you one person is the guesser, and so they don't know what the clue is, and everybody else knows the clue. Yay, Just Right says our family loves Just One. It's a good one. You can play it on Board Game Arena, and so we're playing an asynchronous game of it actually on Board Game Arena, and we're having a really great time with it because we've got folks from all over the world, so the clues can be, you know, pretty varied. Well, I shouldn't say all over the world, like U.S., Europe. I guess that's pretty much U.S. and Europe. So a couple parts of the world. Anyway, so everybody puts down a clue, and then oh, good, we clear another group. Okay, that was it. Is the Drake thing here also? Anyway, so after everybody has done a clue, and before the guesser looks, everybody compares their clues, and if there's any duplicates, they get knocked out. Okay, so this is where we're gonna fight some drakes. I'm not clicking. Sounds good. This sounds like a difficult fight, huh?
Yes.
All right, so let me food up. So that's the key, is you want to pick a clue, because you want the guesser to guess it. Everybody gets a point if the guesser guesses it. So you want to make sure that that works. You have incentive to do well. And so you want to come up with a clue that they'll understand, but at the same time isn't going to conflict with other people. So for example, the clue was dwarf the other day, and I'm like, Gimli. And I was like, oh, Gimli is kind of actually obvious, and other people might choose that as well. So I was like, okay, Gimli, Son of Gloin. Oh, Gloin, So I put that, I put Gloin down, and nobody else had done that, but two people had put Gimli. So, I was glad I'd made the choice I'd made. Okay, I'm ready. Clar? All right, let's do it. So I like how your goose was right in the middle of the meat. That was kind of funny.
The dragon is flying above the building.
I figured it's nearby. I looked up. I didn't see
Let's
it.
start with the red one.
I don't see any of them.
You can look up.
Oh, there they are.
The
The
red one called Yarrick.
Yarrick. Brave Yarrick. I knew him well. Anyway, so the clue one day was like sky, I think. And so I used firmament. This brave or hanging firmament, which is one of the soliloquies from Hamlet. Oh, yeah, what a piece of work is man, which also is been put to music in the musical Hair, making it easier for some of us to memorize these things. Because memorization is not my strongest suit.
Oh, so much easier with 2 people.
Before is commenting that this is going much easier with 2 people. I can't imagine trying to do both of these dragons with just one. That seems a bit tough. You definitely have that dragon's attention. It's like you've got fish and the dragon is Casper.
Yes.
He's like, are you sure? Are you sure? No, what about that? Can I get into this side of the bowl? What?
It's the goose.
It's the goose. He's after the goose. I like it. Almost there. The cats are zonked out on the couches, by the way. So, all right, cool. So, warehouse summary: complete 10 quests in addition to achieving acquaintance reputation. So that is done. Yeah, hurrah! So the deed is completed. Yay! Cool. So now what?
Okay,
Oh, don't take a boat. Just portrait exit. Okay. That's fine. Portrait exit's fine. Yes, cats and dragons do not understand. No. No kidding. I mean, they're awfully cute, the cats. Maybe the dragons. But yeah. Like, I will be sitting here and Casper will be like, can I have? And I'll be like, no. And he's like, oh, you backed up. That gives me more room to climb on you. I'm like, not what I had in mind. Yeah. So eventually we end up in that kind of like, oh, you're in the water.
Hey, you want to do this other boat?
Sure. What are we doing? Oh, this one. But you're still gonna have the same problem.
Yeah, that's a problem for an hour from now.
Yeah, Casper takes every right away. So like I'll scoot back and he's like, cool, I can get in here even better. And so I'll like move my chair away from the desk so there's a big gap. He's a big boy. And so he will like put his paw and he's like on my knee and making his way over as if I am like now the bridge for him to get to my food that I'm trying to get away from. I actually sat up here the other day. Because they were like all over here and it was just not easy for me to get away. So I just sat up on the top of the chair and that provided a little more distance. Funny thing is I went and sat over on the couch. Oh, this was last Tuesday during B4 stream. I took my food during his stream and went and sat on the couch instead of sitting here because Casper was being crazy. Normal crazy. So I went and sat on the couch and Casper sat on the floor in front of me, watching me, but did not climb up on the couch next to me, and did not try to, like, do paws up and try to get in my lap, or didn't do any of that. So it was really interesting that he did it here at my desk, but he won't do it. He didn't do it at the couch. I don't know if that's previous training or if I just did something different enough that he's like, ah, okay, no. Now, maybe I gave him food at the desk early on and I've forgotten, because that's also possible. There's a snare here. We are collecting snares. There might be other things we're doing here. I don't know. That heart did look angry with you. Hmm?
Good for a deed.
Oh, a deed. Okay.
Still working on Beast Slayer.
Beast Slayer of, like, Dol Amroth or something?
Western Gun.
Western Gun. I was trying to hover over it, and it's like, it's moving too much. Let me see if I can find another one eventually. Beast Slayer of Western Gondor. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Beast Slayer of Western Gondor Advanced. I'm at 171 out of 200 before that one. All right, snare done. Well, yeah, so I'm over on Blue Sky. Been there for a little while. And that's where I've been putting up a post. Not every week. Sometimes I don't get to it. But the intention is that's where I put a post to say, hey, remember, we're just streaming today. But I realized that, well, I'm wondering if I can have more than one account. Like, I used to do that over on Twitter like 10 years ago or whatever, but I had one account for the Hobbit stuff and one account for, like, me and the things that I, talk about. Kind of keeping those separate. So I may do that again. I don't know. But I saw something about how I can change my handle. Oh, good. We're destroying cages. Yay. So I might go ahead and do that because switch it over to like Life Beyond the Shire or Beyond Shire or something like that. So I will put something on the post if I do that. Or on the, yeah, I'll post something if I do that. Just so everybody's like, not, you don't go in there and you're like, wait, who is this again? This is a new word. I don't remember this word. This name. It's the same. I might just change my name. I don't know the details on how that works, so I haven't looked into it yet. Just a heads up if anybody, sees that happening, it's fine. It's no big deal. Here's a snare. I keep thinking about drums when it does that. Like, it's a snare drum. Speaking of music, there's a new Bob Dylan movie coming out. It comes out like December 25th in the US, but I think it doesn't come out here until like the 15th of January or something. So I guess I'll know by then how good it is. But I was watching, so Timothée Chalamet is an actor, and he is playing Bob Dylan. And it's about Dylan's early years, so like the time when he went from being a folk singer to going electric, which was kind of a big deal. So I'm really curious to see it. Oh, hey, there's a dirt pile over here.
You found a pile?
I found a dirt pile.
Awesome, that's what we're here for.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, should I not touch it yet?
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
We each can do it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was like it's going to call.
It's not going to run away.
Oh, it's not going to run away. No, I just thought, oh, is it going to call a series of, I don't know, creatures that we have to deal with? So, but, yeah. Anyway, the movie looks really good. And it sounds like they put a lot of thought and effort into a lot of it, so that's kind of cool. So I've been, reading a bit, I don't know, going down little rabbit holes of, like, Bob Dylan and Woody Guthrie, and so that's been kind of fun. History that I didn't know or forgot. So speaking of changing names and stuff like that. Apparently we've got some Corsairs wandering around here.
Yeah.
In Corsair tough. Destroying cages and snares. Awesome. Okay, so that one's done. We need 4 more cages, and we got to plant a bunch of seeds. I seem to recall doing this before. Another time we came to Dol Amroth with characters.
Now your end map does work in this island.
Oh, cool. Okay, so here we're... Oh, it's behind there. You know what? I can actually... Tell you what, I will... Where is my little extra life widget?
Don't you have a scene that's for maps?
Sorry.
I said, don't you have a scene that says good for maps?
No.
Scenes are the left
Oops. So, there we go. So you can see the map over here. So we're like there, and we're working our way through all these bubbles. So there you go. Cool. Now I've lost you. Okay, on my way. Oh my gosh, that was funny. It was one of those, like the cage was gone, so it was invisible, but yeah, I still had to go around it. Oh, did you click on something there? I didn't see anything. Okay. All right, I'm at 6 cages and 3 seeds.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm also very short and having a hard time seeing through the grass. As is typical of Hobbit life.
Yeah, the Mystic Cave's right there.
Okay. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, there should be a cage right in this area. Oh. My head is feeling heavy today. All right, now we gotta go plant some seeds, and that is going to be to the north. So we're heading around that way. Looks like there's an encampment we may have to go through or around. Although it's possible there's nobody there.
Try to go, quote unquote, cure some Corsairs.
Oh.
They're sick.
Apparently we have some Corsair interactions to do.
For the quest for the Corsair crew.
Yeah, none of those are up on my list at the moment, but I'm sure they will be in a moment.
On this Corsair.
Yeah, sneak. Alright, so I'm going to click on the Corsair. He's sparkly. I have treated him. Let's see. Sick Corsairs are at the hunting camp on the west side of Tolfanas. Asked you to defeat the sick Corsairs at the hunting camp and treat the bodies. Oh my. Okay. So they don't spread their disease. Alright, I've got 2 out of 6. Oops. Alright. Yeah, looks like there's a handful of them in the middle. Oh, nice. Cool. Alright. So I had a salad from the grocery store and I forgot about it. And it went bad. And I wasn't sure. And I was like, well, this part seems like it's still good. I'm like, maybe it's not. And there was chicken in it. And I was like, I wonder if the cats want it. And they like picked out a little bit and they're like, no. I was like, oh. I guess that's not good. Oh my gosh, we have to do 12? Oops.
Oh, in general, yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, I've done 6.
They're just treating sick ones.
Yeah, I was with you on that. All right, so now...
Two specific.
Yeah, I thought we just had to do the sick ones. I didn't realize we had others to do. Oops, sorry, I grabbed a captain.
Technically, you can pick and choose these quests. You don't
I assume we don't treat him anymore. Oh, we got a sneak coming at us, though. All right, that's all those. Let's go plant some seeds. Oh, after we deal with the sneak. Okay, cool. We're out of here. Hey, I see a dirt pile. It's supposed to get colder here. I've heard that we're getting like winter weather next week. Although I think we might get snow over the next day or two. I'm not sure. I'll have to look again. But yeah, so crazy enough, yeah, we're expected to get some cooler weather in the Netherlands. I've heard that it's supposed to be a bit of a colder winter this time. So I think we had a kind of a milder one last year. Definitely had a milder summer compared to some of the others that we've had recently. Yeah, since we've been here. Oh, another dirt pile. Over here. Before says, I'm sure people are hoping for an elf state and tocht. Doubt that's going to happen. So what that is, for those of you who aren't familiar with Dutch culture, is elf doesn't mean like pointy ear person. It means the number 11, which leads itself to some hilarity when you're first learning the language. But anyway, so there's oh, Pomela you just reminded me that I gotta plan Pomela's winter outfit. Yeah, I have a tendency to just stick with the same outfits over and over again these days, unless something new comes along that I'm really excited about. But I have a spreadsheet where I've kind of like put together outfits over the years, and so sometimes I'll be like, aha, this dyed green, this dyed red, this purple, whatever. So I if I swap it out like on my character screen, if it's if I've gone ahead and filled in the spot with something else, I can redo it. Oh yeah, there you go. There's your winter outfit. Nice. In red and rose. It's an interesting combination. Oh, anyway, so the Vegas says, I'm so excited for Yule Festival. I am curious if they're going to have like some new cosmetics this time. Has to say though, that has to be said that cosmetic that Aphrodite is wearing right now is one of my favorites from the Yule Festival. It's one of those where it's like contrasting colors are in the season. Sometimes they are. It's one of the first ones that I try to pick up when I have new characters on the server, or when I'm new to a server, I should say, because yeah, it's such a good one, and it's like it dyes up really well, and it still shows a lot of the texture. So sometimes I'll dye that one in white, and the accents are brown and they stay brown, so it's like a white and brown, and it looks really good. So it lends itself well to all the various types of dyes. What is that one that you were wearing? It is the Frost Bluff. Yeah, that one.
Which piece?
I think the main piece, but well, all of it. You've got the boots of the, there we go, knitted Frost Bluff tunic of snowball resistance. You have to get it from Verbena Greenhand for the festivity tokens. So, and she only has that during the festival, and then that's the knitted cozy Frost Bluff cap. Let me scoot in a little bit. So this outfit, it's got little snowflake on the ear, and then it's got a little snowflake on the back, and then it's got this cabling, so it's like it's knitted. And then the snow beast boots. Yeah, the snow beast boots are hilarious. So those three pieces you get from Verbena are the gloves and the tunic, and I think the hat. Does the hat come from Verbena? I can't remember. The Yule scarf is separate. You can buy that, I think, from the regular vendors. The snow beast boots you can get out of the boxes from the daily thing. But anyway, so the tunic though, I love it because it's got like this brown belt and this brown like lacing thing going on here, and then some brown accents down here and on the sleeves. So those stay brown all the time, but the rest of it dyes up. And so you still see that cabling, regardless. Mark my words, red, orange, rose is going to become a classic color pairing. Whew, it's something. It is very cute on a Hobbit. It's actually also really good on an elf. Just that elongation, it looks really good. Not, I don't usually do the hat. I usually do a different hat. I've been enjoying this hat actually, that I'm wearing. And I think we're both wearing the Yule scarf. I think I'm wearing the Yule scarf in white and you're wearing it in orange. Yeah. Yeah. So you can see how even these like same, let me scooch forward a little bit so we're really close. Hi. So you can see how it kind of keeps the, a lot of the texture still. Yeah, that's true. We were running around in the snow and that high contrast outfit was easier to see, to see Aphrodite than that outfit. That's fair. That's fair. So very cute. Yeah. I know. I'm really curious to see what's the new stuff for the Yule Festival this year. Are they going to have some new cosmetics? There's a lot of cosmetics at the Yule Festival, though. So I mean, I don't know that I need anything more, but it is always fun just to see what they've got. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna, like, what am I missing? Well, of course, I'll need to do all of it on Mordor. I probably will take my main through all of it on Mordor, so I can buy up a bunch of the outfit pieces. And that's also where you can buy the stage, if you want that little Hobbit stage like they have in the Frostbluff Theater. You can buy that there. Sometimes I'm into that, but I haven't used it recently, and I'm not doing any big, like, kinship events or anything. I'm like, oh, there's a dirt pile over here, honey. So I might not get that on Mordor. Not sure if I'm gonna be doing any, because when we did on Treebeard, we did like a music event. We did like a little concert. That was fun. Like a year and a half ago, to celebrate Treebeard's 2-year anniversary. I think it was 1 or 2 year anniversary, and we just used because I wanted it to be somewhere that was easy for people to get to. They might stumble across it, that whole spiel. And so we did it at the Breeland Festival Grounds, and there's a stage there, and it's fantastic for that sort of thing. So I didn't feel the need to have like the Hobbit version, and have people like come to my neighborhood or anything like that. It was just easier to do it in a public, easy to find place. So I don't know that I need to have it, Oh, I've got all my dirt piles.
Yes.
Haha. I was like still looking for piles.
For another Corsair outpost.
Oh, okay. We're going to do more Corsair stuff. Oh, Lost Shire mentions that they've opened the Bull Roarer, which includes Moria info for Angmar and Mordor. I'm curious. Did they talk anything about how they're going to handle the wraiths on that? Megan asks, is that a testing server? It is. Let's see. Let me see if we've got I think we've got the Bang. Yes, excellent. So, 2 things about Bull Roarer is, one, it is a test server and it looks identical to the regular servers, but it has its own launcher. But the launcher looks basically identical. So, so those links, I believe one of them includes how to download the launcher if you've never done that before, because that's one thing you'll need. And then the other piece of information usually is, here's what's going on the Bull Roar server at this time. They usually open it a couple of weeks before something is being released, or if they're doing some testing about something. And it'll be like a couple of weeks or a week before. And sometimes if they're doing a bunch of testing, they'll have it open and then they'll close it, make some changes, open it again, close it, test some of the things like that. So, and it's usually open like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in a week. It's not, so it'll be like kind of like 48, 72 hours, somewhere in that range. So you don't have a huge amount of time if you want to get in there and, poke at things. But it can be a fun way to do that. Some of the people who, edit the wiki, like Eldoleth will go in on the Bull Roarer server and find the information for the upcoming stuff and prepare it for the wiki. Oh, nice. We just finished Advanced Beast Slayer Western Gondor. So yeah, so that can be a really handy place to, get a preview of things. If that's something that's interesting to you also. Or if you're like, you want to go and help test things, that's also kind of fun. So, Lashire says the information is on the forums, and it looks like it's Angmar and Mordor set up as you can only copy for those two. Okay. So, let's see. So, LV Jotobi asks, hi, is there any option to suggest content to the SSG team? That's an interesting question. So most of the people, are you talking about like streaming content or are you talking about like Lotro content? Either way, I would say probably the forums. Yeah, B4 says the same. Recommend posting on the forums. Yeah, some of the SSG people read those. Exactly. There are devs who will keep an eye on the forums and like there's, at one point they were asking for like, existing things you run across in the world, like say this boat, and, and you'd be like, hey, are there housing cosmetics that you would like to see of things that we have already created in the game? And so somebody might be like, I love these boats and I would love to see this boat and the upside down version available as a housing item. You know what I mean? So there's like a forum thread for that. And so every so often when they're like looking for housing item suggestions, sometimes they will refer back to that thread because it's an ongoing thread. So I know that they definitely keep an eye on the forums, and sometimes there'll be something very specific that they're asking for. I know Orion's been doing that a lot lately. I've seen that happen where he'll be like, hey, I want to do blah. And so, you'll see he'll create a whole post about that. Guide us to Dol Amroth. Yes, I am certain that I have that knowledge. That's true. Then you won't be in the water when we get back. Content zones and, for example, new mounts. Yeah. So LV Jotobi, I would say take a look and see if any other threads with those, thoughts exist. Because adding on to an existing thread is a good way to get their attention for something like that. And then if there isn't something that's already like that, then yeah, start a new one. Since we're on new, the forums, they switched over, oh my gosh, a year ago now? I guess it may have been a little while. There might not be as many threads over a subject as there was previously. So starting a new one is not out of the ordinary right now. And also, so most of us who stream here are not connected with SSG. We're not employees or anything like that. Like we just play the game. We like playing the game, and we like streaming. And so it was like, hey, I got a little bit of this, I got a little bit of that, and let's put it together. That kind of thing. So I cannot help you with like an SSG thing, or I can't like if you were to tell me, I'd be like, sounds cool to me, but I can't do anything with that, right? I'd be like, put it on the forum. So, okay, so now we just finished a whole bunch of quests. So now all those rings that weren't here earlier, because we picked them up previous to the stream, sorry about that. But now we're going to come back and start turning these things in. So wow, what's all this? Let me move these things out of the way and we'll come back to that. Yep, I'm killing B4 over here. All right.
Well, you know what's new.
I won't. Well, I'll know it's new because it's at the top.
All those other things are new.
Yes, they were, but we'll come back to them. Okay, so I just turned in 4 quests. I did not get any legendary item experience for any of this. I didn't get any money. I didn't get anything else. What they gave me were these boxes. And these, notice it says armory box because I turned it into the armory person. So like this guy is the Great Hall. So if I turn in this, he gives me a box. So all of these, they give you a box, but they give you their box. So like this says Great Hall box. Oh, hey, something weird. My Treebeard server, hang on a second. Aha, there we go. I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, so now I have like these 4 boxes from the armory, and I have these 4 boxes from the Great Hall. So if I open it, let's open the armory box, and let me look at my general output. I received 3 Dol Amroth Armory tokens. So that's cool. His own faction. Her own faction. And this time I got 4 silver tokens of Dol Amroth, which is this one down here. So that's like the generic Dol Amroth tokens. So these are dock tokens that I have here. So let me set those up there. And this is gold tokens. So I've got silver and gold, just generic Dol Amroth, silver and gold. Everybody, you know, they spend, everybody takes that currency. And then I've got some armory tokens and I've got some docks tokens. We'll come back to that. Another 3 armory tokens and another 3 armory. And now we're getting into the Great Hall, which gave me 8 silver tokens. That's nice. And 4 silver and 4 silver and 3 Great Hall tokens. So finally gave me some Great Hall tokens. So now if I go into my reputation panel and I'm like, okay, I'm still working on armory here. We've done all the quests, right? The armory quests? Like, should I go ahead and consume these tokens?
Yeah.
Okay.
We still need to do the capstone.
But I have to be master acquaintance anyway, so.
Yep.
Okay, so I will consume these armory tokens. So here's my armory thing trail if you want to watch it go up. Kabonk, kabonk, kabonk. And there we go. So now I'm max rep with them, with that particular faction. So notice my tokens now went red because I'm at maximum reputation with that faction. So I've got some armory tokens. I've got some docks tokens. But let's go ahead and consume these Great Hall tokens because I've still got some space there. And there we go. So now I've got one of those left over still. Now, what before was like in the background going, no, is I've got some warehouse boxes. I've got some other boxes from not right now, but earlier. So we'll go ahead and open the warehouse box. So that gave me a warehouse token, of which, you know, we are now full of their faction. Warehouse gave me warehouse, warehouse, warehouse. That's funny. Oh my gosh, these warehouse keep giving me warehouse tokens. There we go. There's some 8 silver tokens, 4 silver tokens, 6 warehouse tokens, 4 silver, 3 warehouse, and 4 silver tokens. So you see how it's not always like the same, obviously. You get some different things. Now the good news is that I can take these faction tokens and there's somebody in the area that I can go and do some swapping about. So like, here we go. Pets and currency exchange. So, oh, I don't have the white swan. Are we not getting that for any particular reason? The white swan? I'm going to get it. I got myself a tome of the white swan. Oh, wow, it's not bound. Dang. Get a bunch of those. No. Not going to do that. But oh yeah, so the tome of the black swan, you need gold and silver and swan knight tokens. So, okay, so let me see these, like, these warehouse tokens that I've got. So I've got 27. I can turn 10 of them in and get a box of Dol Amroth tokens. So I do that. And now I've got this box, and it's one of those selection boxes, just like the festival tokens. Now, nice enough, it shows me the ones in red boxes around the ones where I'm already full up on their reputation. So taking those would be a bit of a silly thing to do because I just gave her 10. And I'm only I gave him 10 tokens, and I'm only going to get 5 back. So that's not a good rate of return. If to take something that I already have, that would be a bad idea. Now, we still have quests outstanding, right? For some of these? What about Swan Knights? I don't know. Maybe I don't take anything. So I could just leave the box and not open it right now and wait and see what I need. Because right now I need Library, Mason, and Swan Knight. But if I have Mason quests I haven't finished, and I have Swan Knight quests, if I have Swan Knight quests I haven't finished. And what's the other one again? Mason. Why is Library saying yes? I finished Library. Library should be at max. Oh, Library Special. We don't talk about library.
No.
It's like Bruno.
We don't talk.
Yeah, exactly. No, no, no. Okay, so what are we doing?
You get the Swan Knight question here, and then
Oh.
send you to the paths of the dead.
All right, so we have picked up the Swan Knight quest. We're gonna just keep rolling through here. Yeah, it's been about an hour and a half, so we'll go another half hour or so. And we're gonna try and get through as much of Dol Amroth as we can here on stream. So this, because it's a little bit of a grind, it's a little grindy. So we might as well do it when we're with friends and it makes it more fun. So so we picked up our Swan Knight quest from this guy previously. So now we're like zooming off. Yeah, talk about new mounts. Kind of thinking back to what LB Toby was talking about there. Oh, hang on. Every so often, we'll be like riding through, and I'll see something. Okay, not that one, but I'll see a mount, and I'm like, well, that would be neat to have available as a mount that we could use. Sorry, I'm supposed to go somewhere. Oh, Morlad. Morlad. Western Gondor. Okay. There it is. Okay. On my way. I mean, to be fair, we already have a lot of mounts, and I love how some of the new mounts have, like, the little stuff underneath their feet. It kind of makes it hard for me to switch away from them because I just love the little footprints that they make. Well, excuse me. So, hoof prints, technically. Isn't that funny? So I know as a native English speaker, like a horse's footprint sounds just slightly rare, like weird. Like I know what I mean, but if someone would be like, "You mean the hoof print?" I'd be like, "Yeah, horse's hoof prints." Speaking of, look at those cool hoof prints. So the Affodils is putting down the blue, as if they just came out of the water, and mine is putting down the sand, the kind of glowy sand ones. They're so cool. I love those. That'd be cool to have as like an emote that you could add to your mount. Yeah, right, Megan? Megan says that's neat. I agree. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it makes it hard for me to want to switch to one of my other mounts because I just like that. Oh, there you are. Thank you. But, oh, well. Yeah. Your horse can have footprints as a treat. But, so anyway, so I know, like, we would say hoof prints. And... yeah, as we're learning Dutch, sometimes people are like, yeah, Dutch is so hard. It has these weird rules or whatever. Because it'll be like, a leg is for, like, so the word for leg, you would use one word for leg for, like, a human leg, the leg of the table, and leg of horses, I think, uses one word. And then, like, the leg of other animals. Hang on, I have to think about this now. No, I think table is different. Bane, pot. I think leg of a person and leg of table are two different words.
Oh yeah, pot versus bane.
Yeah. And then for animals, there'll be something like, yeah, it's always this except for this animal. And in this case, horses. So, and they're like, yeah, I'm sorry, this is so weird. I'm like, dude, English ain't no better. So... like,
Pardon bane or catching pot.
like, yeah, so so the horses, it's the same word as a human, but a cat is the same word for leg as the table. Yeah, so it's kind of funny. And so, like, so like in English, we know you would say a horse's hoof print, a person's footprint, a cat's paw print or a dog's paw print. You could say footprint for a cat or dog, though. Oh, yeah, and bones. Like fish bones versus, like, chicken bones. Different word. Two different words.
Different biological structure.
Fair enough. I mean, B4 points out it's a different biological structure. But in English, you just say fish bones. It's just fish bones, chicken bones. It's just bones. So you'd be like, if you're finished with your food, you'd be like, oh, what should I do with the bones? You wouldn't be like, oh, what should I do with the chicken bones and what should I do with the fish bones if you were, like, for some reason eating that in the same meal or whatever. Do like a surf and turf. You wouldn't be like, oh, hey, I've got this T-bone bone and I've got my fish bones. What should I do with those? Usually, like, what should I do with the bones, right? Um, but yeah, in Dutch, it's two different words. And so it's funny because it'll say, like, in your green waste, you can put in like banana peels and apple cores and those sorts of things. And then it'll say something about like the fish bones and the, like other animal bones. And because those are different words, it'll translate to bones, and it cracks us up. We're like, yes, bones, yes. So then when we learned it was two different things, then it made a little more sense. So it cracks me up though, because yeah, and people will be talking about like how Dutch is just so hard to learn. I'm like, we do these same things in English, right? Like, this does not surprise me. This is not something where I'm like, oh man, I've got to learn a whole new way of thinking. It's like, no, I just have to memorize which ones get this word and which ones get that word. That's not a big deal. So, oh, Pamela, thanks. She says, I love that you share things about Dutch culture. Well, I find it fascinating, so I figure other people might too. Of the bones and the bones. Oh, yeah. B4 points out, people will be like, yeah, we'll be trying to conjugate like to see, and not like the current version, but like in the past, like I saw. Or I have seen, and that one's irregular, and I get it wrong sometimes, because sometimes it'll be irregular in the like I saw part, but it'll be regular in the I have seen part, like that kind of thing, or sometimes it's just irregular in both places, and so you just have to memorize that. And for me, it's like it's a feeling. So like, ik heb gezien. I'm like, okay, yeah, that feels right. Like, I don't think about the conjugation anymore, which will probably get me in trouble for when I learn new verbs. But I guess, like, you just kind of feel it too, because there is a regular, like most verbs are regular. Like you drop this, you add this, done. I mean, just like in English, really, right? Like, trying to think of a normal verb. Running. Yeah, like if you were to say something that you're doing right now, like he is running, they are walking, we are going. Like a lot of it ends in ing, right? Like you kind of just expect that. So if you were like trying to learn English and you're like, how do I say what I'm doing right now? You'd be like, stick an ing on the end. You'd be right a lot of the time. Dutch is the same way. It just, there's like regular stuff. So as long as you remember that, and then you just have to memorize how to do the irregular stuff. So yeah, so every so often somebody will be like, oh yeah, Dutch, we have our irregular verbs. And we're like, yeah. Oh, is that not normal? Doesn't every language have that? And it gets me too, because a lot of times the irregularity has some consistency to it. So that cracks me up. Before was the one who actually discovered some of that. Well, or was figured it out before I did. Let's see, I have picked up a skull. 1 of 8. Cool. Ah, my chat popped away for a minute there. Yeah, as B4 points out though, yeah, it does seem like 90% or whatever of the verbs are regular, but the ones that you use the most are the irregular verbs. But in a way that kind of makes sense to me, because if you think about it, like as people were learning to communicate, the stuff that you do the most often, it seems like that would be the first things that you would try to come up with a way to communicate. And then over time, you would add more. I mean, just thinking about the evolution of language, from like, not that I've done a lot of study on this or anything, but just thinking about it, right? So like going, existing, eating, having, I mean, those are kind of things you like would come up with early on, right? Yeah, verbing. But it seems like later on you would like come up with more ways to describe things, and by that point you might be like wanting to have some regularity in the things that in the way you might explain something. It might start to you might start to make a pattern because humans love patterns. Oh, we need more. Oh, there's one north of us, potentially. Yeah.
If you only have 20 verbs, you can memorize all the endings you want.
If you only have 20 verbs, you can memorize them pretty easily. Before we're saying, yeah, that's kind of funny. But anyway, so yeah, so that's why I've noticed because I have studied a few foreign languages, and it does seem to me like those are generally the irregular verbs, like I am, to be, the verb to be. That one is usually irregular, almost always. I don't know if there's any languages where it's not really. You have to go, like went. Like where did that come from? Who came up with that one? Yeah, so I just think it's interesting how a lot of languages have that similarity, and I see it in Dutch too. So I was not surprised when we were running into verbs that did that wackiness. The thing that throws me off the most right now is in English, a lot of times you'll have something like, if you need a helper verb, it's a lot of times I am, or I have. Yeah, but I'm trying to think of like, I've been using the wrong one a lot because in English it's more one way and in Dutch it's often the other way. What was it that we were talking about? I am cooked. Nee, ik ben geweest. Nee, ik heb geweest. No, that wasn't it. Yeah. But I was trying to remember what it was. I was trying to yeah, I don't remember what it was. But yeah, I keep saying, I keep using the wrong helper verb basically. Now I'm trying to like remember what it was because it was something, and then it came up at the volunteering that I do also. And then I was like trying to practice it.
Based off of active, passive, or other things, just like English.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was some past tense stuff.
Lacquer these buttons.
Oh, we have to lacquer these. Oops, they're sharp. They're sparkly. And that's one thing that's I've taken me time to get used to. Is it's interesting. I can only do one of them.
Yeah, I did the one.
Oh, okay. Oh, but they each count separately though. They don't count combined.
No problem. I can't see a lot.
Okay. So if you want to say like, I am eating, that's just, it's the same sentence construction as I am someone who eats, like I eat. It's like if you were trying to say, do you read or do you not read? You would say I read. But if you're trying to say I'm reading, it's the same thing. I read. The way it's constructed, the sentence construction. So that throws me off a little bit because I was always like, well, how do I indicate that I'm like in the process of doing it at this moment versus I am someone who does that. Now they do have a thing that is like, with aan het is what I'm thinking of. Ik ben aan het lezen. So like I am in the process of at this specific moment reading, like I could say I'm playing Lotro aan het, ik ben aan het, ik ben met Lotro aan het spelen, something like that. Ja, ik ben aan het lotro spelen. Yeah, that would work.
Opposed to the just
Yeah, ik lotro speel. Yeah, if I said, if I just want to say, yeah, I play lotro, ik speel lotro. I play lotro. And that also could indicate, though, that I'm doing it right now. But I would probably say, no, if I wanted to be like, no, this is what I'm doing right now, as opposed to like, are you going to go to bed, or are you, what you up to? I might be like, oh, I'm, in the process, I'm in the middle of this right now. Did you already lacquer the ones that fell down?
No, but if you did, that's enough.
Oh, I have, apparently, I need 2 more.
The banner men don't do it, just the other characters.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. I can lacquer this guy. Cool. Okay, wait. I'll just come for you. Where? I lost you. But yeah, for me, it also is a bit of like, I've gotten to the point, thankfully, where I can be like, that feels right, that doesn't feel right. So that's the thing I gotta fix, is the things that where I think it feels right and it's not. So that's where I'm at, like, yeah, the changing of things. So that's what, they have a thing here that's normal culturally, where you can, like, get somebody to talk with, like a language partner, somebody who's like, a native of that language, and you can like sit and chat for an hour a week, and then they can help you with specific things that you're working on, or whatever it is that you want to do. You can work that out with your partner and see if they're up for that. So I think I have a person, and I should reach out to her this week before we go, and just confirm with her that we're good, because it'd be nice to, I might start doing that in December. Let's see, I need 2 more blooms, 3 more banners, but I'm good with, I guess I've lacquered all that needs to be lacquered, but I still need remains, recover remains from Cure Azel. I have 5 out of 8 of those. Yeah, I would say we're really lucky, because it seems to me like the sentence construction, a lot of the choices are, like, a lot of it's really similar to English. It's the same alphabet, so that helps. The vowel sounds are different, so that took some time, but they're like always the same. So, like, if I see like that, he's got that Vitusvan there. The double A means you're going to hold that vowel sound just a little longer, as opposed to if it was a single A. Like, okay. If you see a U and an I together, it's always pronounced the same, no matter where it is in the sentence, or in the word. It's also a word of its own. It means onion. But they use that vowel combination a lot. Yep. So I really appreciate that there's really not a lot of there's a lot of consistency in the language, I've discovered, and I'm finding that so nice. So we kind of say that we're a little bit on easy mode. Because, like, you'll get words that in Dutch and English are really similar. Like, milk in English is melk with an E in Dutch. But, gosh darn if that doesn't sound really similar. Bread becomes broad with 2 O's. Again, it's really similar, Butter is boter. So instead of a U-T-T-E-R, it's O-T-E-R. Like, okay. Yeah, so, let's see, apple is apple, just with some things reversed. You're saying you think prepositions before would be your demon for a while. Ik ben aan het spelen. But you want to say ik ben met het spelen. Oh. I think, yeah, the prepositions are the... It was so funny when we were first doing classes, and at one point there's like those little things, the word and the preposition combinations. Like you would say, I set the glass on the table, right? You wouldn't say you set the glass with the table or by the table. Yeah, like you would know as an English speaker, you'd be like, oh, okay, this is the preposition that I'm going to use here. This is the one that makes sense. So it's just a bit of memorizing those, and there's a lot of them that they have like that consistent pairing, and so we have to just memorize those. So at one point, like every week, we had a list of like 8 or so to memorize, and there was definitely times when we're like, why do we have to memorize these? Like, we're really busy with vocabulary words, and like, why do we need to learn all this other stuff too at the same time? Like, it's too much. But now, like, it's ground in there, right? It's burned into my brain a little bit. And so I am actually kind of grateful for some of that. Because it became useful. Before he's trolling me a little bit there. He says, is on the table on tafel or op tafel? I'm not even going to answer that. I'm just going to lay here and die, apparently. Sure. Sounds good. Let's get over here. Ah! No spiky me, please. Uh-oh. Woof. Thank you. Paula asks, do you find that you sometimes think in Dutch now? Yes, I do. Yeah, I definitely find that happens. And, sometimes dreaming in Dutch, that kind of thing. We were working on a song for, picking out words out of a song was some homework that we had for today. And so yesterday before and I were listening to it, and I woke up this morning with the song in my head, that kind of thing. I definitely find that, like, how sometimes you have like that internal dialogue where you're like, okay, I need to remember to, like, pick up eggs when I go to the store today, or just that, like the little mundane sorts of things, or, should I, walk this way, or should I catch the bus, or, or which jacket do I need, or what's the weather like, just those little internal dialogue stuff. And if I have just been with Dutch people and been speaking a lot of Dutch, that stuff will be in Dutch. And so when I get home, after I've been out doing stuff like that, and I'll start talking to before, often in Dutch. But since we're still learning that you don't have the ear for it, you know what I mean? And so I'll say something, and I don't think he's expecting that. And so then there's a little bit of confusion, and so then I have to repeat myself, at which point I just switch to English. So we're both finding that we do that with each other, so working on that. Yeah, we try, as he says there in the chat. Wij proberen. We try. I would say we proberen. So, oh, there's a skull over here by this Oathbreaker. There's, in some situations, you can say we, or you can have like a more emphatic we. And so we in Dutch is W-E, but it's pronounced differently slightly. But where that more with the emphasis is W-I-J, like he says there. So, you could also use it in other ways, but that's the way that I'm most learned is in that contrast, the emphasized kind of way. Like, like who is driving today? She is driving today. So, well, there's no contrast for ick. For I. I is just I. There's no contrast one. But there's a contrast one for he and she and we. Yeah, probably for they also then.
Says I.
Says I, yeah. Funny thing, fun little complication, is the same pronoun for she is the same as they. And so you really have to pay attention to the context and the verb, because the verb is different. So that one throws me off sometimes, though, because I'm like, wait, are we talking about one person or are we talking about multiple people? They don't really have a good non-binary pronoun in the Netherlands, which surprised me actually when we got here, because I'm like, they're a bit more progressive. We thought they had that already as a part of the language, right? But funny enough, they don't. So they tend to use a lot of English. English has definitely wound its way into Dutch, and it continues to, like with borrowed words like computer, internet, stuff of that sort. They just borrow the English words, which is fun. Except for the French. The French are very protective of their language. So they're like, no, we will make up a new word that is Dutch, or that is French, and you will use that word. Like, okay. So, yeah, it's fun. No, I've asked people too, though.
You've asked one binary people?
I have. So anyway, so yeah, so there's that emphasized we and he and she. But there isn't a version, a pair for I. Oh, there is for you. Yeah and jij. Jij wel. Let's see. Me, you, he, she, us, ons. Yeah, no. Oh, that's Off the Path of the Dead. Oh, cool. Should I port us to Dol of the Amroths? Cool. Yeah, so I guess just I doesn't have it, and plural you doesn't have it. Because it's just Yuli is Yuli. Yeah. I am really grateful there's a plural you, though. That's one of the places where English really falls down, I think. You got y'all, right? Which is, pretty good. Or all y'all, if you really want to talk about a large group. But that's not like universally accepted. It's not like a universal thing. Like you wouldn't walk into, I don't know, I was gonna say Parliament, but there isn't Parliament in the US. Like Congress, if you're giving like a speech, I wouldn't expect like, President Biden to be like, and then y'all shall do this or whatever. Like that would just be weird. So yeah, a plural you in English is definitely missing, in my opinion. Like a version that can be used regardless of the situation. Whereas Dutch has it, and so does like a lot of the other Romance and Germanic languages, though. So that's handy. All right, I'm gonna open boxes. That's what we got. We have some swan boxes. So we got some silver tokens, Swan Knight tokens. Got some Swan Knight tokens out of the swan box. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Some more swans. Cool. Silver. 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 Man, they just want to make sure I'm really propped up on those silver. But I think I do need the Swan Knight one, so I think I will... Let's see, swan, 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 swan. Yep, I do need a bunch of those, so I'll go ahead and consume those. So these quests that we just did, I believe they're also daily, right?
Yes.
So we could come back, like if I wanted to get some more swan tokens or wanted to hope for it, we could come back tomorrow, for example, and do those specific quests again. Or I could take the tokens that I've already got that I'm not going to use for anything else and trade those for the boxes. But it's like a half you know, trade 10, get 5. It's not awesome. So, yes, V4 points out that we have constructions like all of you. So yeah, that would be a way to indicate a plural. So I would like all of you to do the thing. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So, okay. So I think we're good, right? Don't have anything else to turn in at the moment.
There are other quests we could do.
Well, it's been 2 hours.
I feel like not.
Okay. Okay, it looks like I'm going to cut into B4's stream time tonight. And then he might not stream. So we'll go ahead and keep going then. For maybe another half hour, hour-ish or so. And I suppose before, if you wanted to, like, you know, talk about plugins in the chat, you totally could do that. I feel like I could change, like, the audio over to you and you just, like, talk about plugins. That would be hilarious. So, okay, we're going to keep working on some Dol Amroth quests or something else. Plugins are great. Indeed. Have we done... Oh, I have it in my log. Wow, what's all this? Western Gondor, Dol Amroth. I have a bunch of quests there. Oh, those are other factions, right?
We're gonna do Hashadir.
Hashadir. We're going to go do
You
Hashadir.
can always trade affections for armor or for other things.
So this one is for library faction. So we're going to go do some library faction stuff. Looks like we've got some Masons quests we could do. We have some Tarling's Crown, but we have discovered that Tarling's Crown is a little difficult for us at the moment. So those are being paused for the moment. We'll get back to that. And we have some docks stuff we could do. Docks is fishing. He said the docks is fishing and it's a little weird. You know what we should do sometime, it would be kind of cool, is to set up my OBS to have an audio input from you, perhaps. I know there's a way to do like streaming together with Twitch and or OBS. So we could have both of our pictures on the screen and be both able to talk and stuff. That'd be cool.
The classic thing would be to use something like Discord or Teams or whatever and like call into your computer. But I don't think that works so well with I'm sitting next to you.
No, I think that's a fair point. That's interesting, though. Yeah, I think now that I'm thinking about it, there might be an echo problem because it'd be talking here and it would also be coming out. Well, my computer's quiet.
So
I don't know.
If you just ran the cables across the room.
Right.
On USB.
Might just run long cables across the room. Yeah.
Some USB extenders.
That'd be hilarious. You just have these long cables running back and forth between our computers so we can have like both of our pictures and stuff up here. Hilarious. Oops, I've lost track of you. I was grabbing that box. I didn't put my swan out. Where's my swan? I saw it. Oh, there it is.
I like to imagine they're helping with fighting the bugs.
Cobb. Mine's is named Cobb. That's a weird name. All right, I need a better name for my white swan.
Is Vitiswan?
Yours is already Vitiswan.
Vitiswan Fig?
I burned a tent. Oh, and now you're fighting a Corsair. All right. What? Oh, you said it out. No? Where'd you type it?
Vitiswan.
Oh, Tveda Vitisvan. I might name it Dol Amroth or something, because that's where he came from. Dolly. He's just Dol. Hey, Dol, Mary Dol. I don't know. I could name it Mary Dol Amroth. I think we got sparkly tents, yeah. Yeah, how long can you make a pet's name, huh? Hey, Dol, Mary, Dol Amroth. That might be a little excessive. There's a tent over here. Oops, he's already down. Okay. I was working on him because there's a tent here. What are you doing? Choop, 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 choop. Hey, Dol, Mary, Dol Amroth. Oh, you can fit it all in.
Would you like it instead?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. There, oh, I guess
Oh,
you.
wait, let me make a copy.
I don't think I can do a copy.
Visually.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
In case you
Oh, I've already started typing it. There we go. You can go back to Fit Swan. Okay. Yeah. So there's a deed for this, by the way. So call the white swan to your side, call the black swan to your side, and then you get a title, Honorary Swan Knight. So,
Working on it.
we're working on it. The black swan is a little pricier than the white one. We'll get there. Oops, I just ran past you.
I think we have enough silver coins where we can buy our way into it.
Yeah, you need, I think, silver and gold and something else.
Yeah, but you can pay 10 silver for a box of 5 tokens.
Wow, did that guy just fall underground? Oh, okay. Looked like he dug himself underground, like, you know, the other things. I was like, dang.
Cave claw out of it.
He's a cave claw. Yeah, exactly.
We disrupted the cave claw operation.
Of course, seriously. We disrupted their cave claw operations. Yeah, I like that. Excellent. All right, so like maybe January or something, we start working on like how to. Do I burn this or do I go up it?
Oops.
Oops, I went up it. What do we do up here? Nothing, I think. We start working on long cables and setting it up so we can both stream together on my stream. That'd be fun. Well, it might be also easier for times like this when we're doing stuff together.
Don't click on the boats.
Yes, I'm, yeah. Being very careful to click on the sand and not the boats. So, we have trapped the beach. Oh, we're putting traps down. I'm like,
Sharp stones or something.
I'm like, we trapped the beach? Like, where's the beach gonna go?
Nowhere.
I don't know. Yeah, we've trapped it. It's going nowhere. Okay, sure, whatever. Let's see. We need 2 more slavers and 2 more captains.
There's a slaver over here.
Okay. Oh, I can't jump up on the big rock easily. Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
You can use your
All
search
right.
and find a captain. Oh, I think there is one.
Yeah. I'll track a slaver. Okay, and then yeah, I tracked a slaver, so that should finish that off. And then we can search for captains. All right, so yeah, you think there might be a captain over there?
I'm guessing up the hill. Do you want to search from here?
Yeah. There's something sparkly over there. What is that?
Backpack.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I found this over this guy over this way.
Great.
Sorry, I was being defeated by a fence. A common Hobbit enemy. Okay, there we go. So that's captains, slavers, everything's done. Should we
That's not.
mount up and ride away?
Oh, hang on.
Okay.
An archer saw me.
Oh,
There we go.
all right. I don't think they see you anymore. Also, we can ride faster than they can run. Just saying. We can outrun them.
To the caves.
Of wonder. To the cave of wonder. Oh no. Oh, okay. What are we looking for? Ernell Commons. Ah, okay. So here, 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 here. Wow, that's a lot.
We're done with the first one.
That's fair. I'll get rid of that for the moment. Do and do it. Okay. Cool. So these are now the quests that we're working on, and they are located over here, I guess. Oh, because it's a cave entrance. Yeah, yeah. Yup. So we'll just go riding by beautiful Dol Amroth. You know, that's interesting. I hadn't really thought about the large statues there. That is very reminiscent of going through Moria, for example. I wonder if they reused some of the stuff and kind of tweaked it a little bit to make it more Dol Amroth-y. Oh, yeah, I was thinking... Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. We'll go ahead and tidy that up a little bit. So we'll leave the team goal up there in case anybody wants to be reminded that you have till the end of November to get in your Extra Life survey if you want to be in on the extra stuff that Cordovan's giving away. But you can still pick up stuff. I think he'll take surveys through the end of the year for any donations that have been made if you want stuff off the community list. Just seeing all those branches as we're running by, I'm like, no. Yeah, but they're walnuts, which means they might have walnuts, which you use to make brown dye. Okay, I'll stop and get these. Thanks. Is this the cave we're going into?
Yes.
Awesome.
Wondrous.
Whee! Cool. Our swans are back. Hello, swans.
Okay. So I like to just follow the right wall.
Oh, we're following the right wall. Okay. Fair enough. And we have a bunch of things we're doing in here. Foremen and miners need to be defeated, as well as deep claw diggers. There's some ore we got to pick up. What else we doing here? Ore or not? Yeah, just doing a bunch of that sort of stuff. Oh, there's a couple surveyors. We want them to stop surveying. Surveyor, no surveying. Right wall still. You find nothing, sir. Good day. Whoops! Too late. Sorry. Hi. I'm like, hey, there's a hole there. Yeah. It's not the first time we've fallen down a hole in a cave like this. Last time it wasn't me, but this time it was me.
This time the first time for this cave.
Yeah. Yes, I was gonna say, I think we've been here before, haven't we?
Alright.
Okay, there's a hole.
Little
Gotta go around the hole. There we go.
cut is cut.
Boy, that ore tries to shove you back in the hole, though. That's a little sketch there. All right, got the ore. Hello, surveyor. This reminds me a little bit of like the, was it the hardtack event? You had to go wander around a cave there too. Okay, so we're also marking posts because to aid in navigation. So to help us find our way around, we're marking posts in theory. Little breadcrumbs of our own in a way. Oops, nope, can't go to that ore, it's upstairs, I think. Or something. It's not here. I do like the elevation, like, you know, how Lotro plays with elevation and stuff, and that's cool. But it does make it hard for me to, like, see where I'm going sometimes or see what's going on around me. And I haven't figured out why that is. Like, what could I do differently? You know, what's the source of the problem? And so then how could I correct it, you know? So I do spend a lot of time, like, moving my screen up and down just to get an angle where I'm, like, comfortable. And I have found angles that I find comfortable.
That is a dead end.
Oh, it's a dead end, yay.
Continue with the right wall.
But yeah, I still ran into situations like when we're on that ramp and then we ran into somebody and it was like, oh, there's something happening above, right in front of me. But I didn't see it until I changed my angle. So, yeah. Oh, got stuck on something. Here we come. Oh, this is ore that we've already collected. I gotcha. So there's probably a hole nearby. Found the hole. Did not go down the hole. Almost did. Can we like get some wood and put a bridge over that in the future? That'd be great. Oh, bunch of boxes there. We don't have a workbench, so we can't work out here. So, oh, sad. That would be nice. Deep claws. We're into the deep claws now. So 6 of those to be found and disposed of. Let's see, I got a post here to mark. Cool. Got some ore to collect. Done. Okay. Yeah, it's a post up ahead. And a digger. Well, they're not kidding about the digger part. It's a coarse hair in disguise. Oh, another digger. So hey, did everybody get all the things they wanted from the buried treasure event that happened last week? I think Before is still trying to get one of the mounts, and he has grinded for that. Still no. Oh my goodness. You should put some of your stats up there, hun. It's crazy. Yeah. He has found 130 huge chests with that character and is still missing the cave claw mount. What didn't you get, Megan? What were you after that you didn't finish? The weirdness that was happening at the end of the day on the last day, and I hadn't been doing it the other days, so I was just grinding it at the end, really, basically. So, and that weirdness, I did not end up playing it as long as I had hoped to, but it's fine. I mean, it'll be back again someday, right? So I'm not too worried about it. You wanted a cute goat. Oh, right. That's right. You were trying to find a goat because we're going into Moria, and you wanted something that looks cute, and you were like, nope, I don't like that one. Because I mentioned the Thorns Hall goat, and you're like, meh, if I recall correctly. That's fine. I get it. I have definitely spent much time engaged in finding the right mount for the situation. Then, got to want it to look cute or match my character's outfit or that sort of stuff. So I understand. Yeah, this guy's a stinker. There we go. You wish the mounts were mailable? Like, who would you send it to?
Everyone.
Oh, so mailable and not bound.
Yeah.
Okay. Skagosi says no also. What were you looking for that you didn't get yet? Also one of the mounts that you get out of a huge box? Yeah, I think we just don't need any more of those. We need crystal shards and got to repair some scaffolding and find some miners and foremen. So, okay, here we come. Oh. Hello, miner. The goat mount also. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that really makes sense with us coming into Moria that everybody needs a good goat mount. Over on Angmar and Mordor. So yeah, I could see that. I figure I've got the boars because I did the pre-order for was it Gundabad? Or no, War of the Three Peaks. That's what it was. And I'm pretty sure that's where they were like giving the boars away for that. So I've got like the Thunder Boar or something like that, where it's as if it has metal on the bottom and it's hitting against metal, and so it makes like little sparks as you run. So that's probably the one I'll do. Although I do have some, actually I'm not sure what goat mounts I have on Mordor. Yeah, I'll have to see. I'm also not sure if I'll go running into Moria right away. I'm mainly playing solo over there, and I'm also I don't really have the time to dedicate to playing the character like as a character. So I've been doing like the festivals, and I'm interested in accumulating some of the interesting housing items, or working with kinnies to get some housing items that you can only get through, various questing or something like that. But I haven't felt like a need to grind for it either. Hey, what? Dang, sniper. Oh, miner. Oh, he sniped me. He's a sniper miner. Before I did point out that journeyman riding is great. And then if you have that, the slow goat that you can get from... Where do you get the slow goat? I'm going to pause a second there. It runs at full speed, so that's nice. Megan, nice. Megan made a little guild on Angmar. Most of us are new players, so we're progressing through the rift. That's awesome. That was very fun. Yeah, when we were playing on... Oh, Crystal, thanks. Bombadil, which was a competition server, a tournament server, and it only lasted for a month, so it was a very short period of time that it was open. And it only ran through level 50 also, and it just had Beriaudur. But it, yeah, you earned points on the leaderboard by completing deeds. And so, before and I are like, hello, this is like our jam. Perfect. So we were just deeding like crazy through there. But one of the deeds, well, two of them, I think, right, involved the rift. You had to, maybe three even, you had to do the rift at like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, something like that. Does that sound right?
Tier 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So you had to do each one of those. And so you would try to get together, because you were only level 50, right? So you couldn't like just overpower it like you can on a lot of other servers, you can't just be like, hey, I'm just going to take a 130 and let's go. You know, like, it just doesn't work like that when everybody's only 50. So we had to have, like, you know, good jewelry and good armor, and you needed like a full 12 to go in. It was a lot of fun though, because it really forced you to pay attention and like work together, work on the mechanics. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that, and I was glad we got a chance to do that. So now the Rift kind of has like a special place in my heart, I suppose, for from that experience. Now that said, I don't know that I need to do that again because it was a little bit of a grind. It was the sort of thing where you like had to pay attention to the calendar and oh, I think that's all the things on mine. So shall I return us to Dol Amroth? Okay. To the Megan says it's kind of fun to discover the raid and not get carried. Yeah, we also were like working on the reputation in there, and so you know every time we're like running up to the giants and like you know trading things and trying to do things to get the reputation with them and doing all the little the little quests in there and stuff. So yeah, that was definitely a different experience, but that was a lot of fun. So I was gonna go see Bot Journeyman Riding when it was on sale. Smart. That's the way to do it. That's the way I recommend it. Before says, I like the Rift well enough, but I adore classic Karn Doom. Like what? Karn Doom?
The huge instance memoir.
I can't remember it now. What's it look like?
It's one where you collect keys as you go, and it's got the mini watcher in the water, and it's got troll ramps, and it's got all sorts.
Yeah. Apparently I remember Rift a bit better.
These are troublesome times indeed. How may I help you, friend? These are troublesome
Okay,
times indeed.
got those turned in.
Gondor needs your aid.
Let's see what we get. Silver tokens, library tokens, silver and library. Okay, cool.
How may I help you, friend? These are troublesome times indeed. Gondor needs your aid. How may I help you, friend?
Hello, Mason person.
These are troublesome times indeed.
So yeah, you can see why Affadil was like, hey, let's clear our quest logs. You know, it's like, you know, we can take up to 65 quests, but we did a bit of like clearing stuff out so that way we could just pick up everything and just do it all at once. So, oh, I should open my boxes. What we got here? Mason, silver, 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 and Mason. That's funny. All right, so Mason is here. Let's move down that. Oh, I ran out. Let's see, we got gold, silver, and library. Now, why is my library not, like, if I consumed it, what would happen?
Nothing. It should be grayed out. It's
Oh, okay.
It's the very first faction that you do it unlocks this whole thing, and those tokens are just a little weird.
Okay, so library is the first one that you do to kind of get you into the groove of this. Oh, Pamela needs to head out. Thank you for a wonderful stream. Thanks, Pamela. It was good to see you. Oh, the Green Death Water, Megan. Thank you. That's Carndoom. I remember that one now. Yes, the Green Death Water. That where you have to be in that cave and the slugs keep coming. You have to go back in there like 5 or 10 times in order to finish that deed. That one.
Yeah, we'll go look at it real
Okay, we'll go look at it real fast. But yeah, now that when you mentioned the Death Water, I was like, oh, that one. So that reminded me of where we are. Yeah, like there's yeah, there's like an area you can go down here, and then there's the Green Death Water, and you gotta save the people, and then there's the little guys that run around that used to count for a deed, but now they don't. And yeah. I'm good.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you can grab the keys to unlock the fast path to the tower.
Yeah. You get keys so that way you can zip through the side or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Bye. You put your toes in that water too many times. That's fun, Megan. The Mountain Dew water. Don't drink it. Yeah, I'm good without doing that one. At least not right now. Although I will open my Hobbit gift because I haven't done that yet. Yeah, we could go do the docks quest real quick, and then I think that's it for me. I think I'm running out of steam. Even though we're playing on Lotro, not Steam. Haha. Oh yeah, so before I was pointing out that the library faction is the very first faction that you interact with, and then that kind of gets you into this idea of there's all these different factions with these, location names, that you need to go and do things for them, and then they've each got their own little reputation line and stuff like that. Oh, where are we going? To Calimbel.
Needs your aid.
Western Gondor. Found it. So for some reason, the library tokens, even though I'm full up, it should be red boxed out like those other ones up above it. But for some reason, it's not. So it's fine. Whatever. So. Okay. Oh, I should make sure I've got my fishing pole. Oops, I'm not following you. There we go. I do not have my fishing pole on me. So, good thing I have my window. Pop into my vault. There it is. Cool. Oh yeah, and I had been wearing different earrings, but we realized the other day that we forgot that the fleet merchant earring gives plus 25% to all forms of XP until level 140. That includes legendary item experience, and because we were trying to work on the legendary item reward track really hard, it was like, oh, we should put those back on. So I've got that in my Fateful Gundabad one because that gives you Gundabad does till 130, Fleet Merchant till 140, and I'm currently 100 because we're on the server. So, yeah, it's it was handy. We realized that it was making a big difference actually. All right, so I need to put my fishing pole on, huh? All right, we're looking for disturbed water. Although, will it show me even if I don't have the quest up? Well, I have the quest. Oh, like the little bubble in the water?
That'll be a disturbance.
Like a little
But I'm not sure
circle?
where.
Here, like this one.
Um,
Well, that's a something. I know we've had to do those before. I might not have gotten far enough.
and then it disappears after 60 seconds or so.
Yeah, it disappears after some time. Hey, I caught one. I caught a Lamedon salmon. So there's a stretch of the river here. I'll show you on the map in a second. That we are in, and here, and then over here. And so we'll have this disturbed water that we can fish in for a little bit, and then it'll disappear, like the salmon have kind of wandered off. And so you got to go find another place where the salmon are collecting, and oh, like that. Oh no, it's back.
I mean, it randomly respawned too.
Yeah, it may have just respawned here, which is great. It's good for us. Potentially. There it is. Three salmon. Oh no, I'm well ahead.
Well, you caught two little men fish. First pole was out, and then I took you didn't be on that test.
Oh, I wonder if you were outside. Like, I feel like I'm outside the circle a little bit.
I think the actual circle is bigger than the visual circle.
Yeah, we think that the actual radius where you might catch these fish is a tiny bit bigger than what's visible on the screen.
Yeah.
Because I'm catching salmon, and I'm like, my last one was over here,
Yeah, mine's well outside.
so that
Yes,
seems well outside.
but I think it's a refinement for the crust.
Yeah, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
We'll pull that fish in. I find it funny how many games have fishing involved.
Yep, yeah, that's fine.
It was fine. Okay, caught a laminin and fish from there.
But it's more comforting to have it in.
Yeah, it just feels right to have it in the sparkly water. Exactly. Ooh, I'm up to 5. Yeah. Oops. That was faster than I was expecting. Did I get it? Hey, looks like I might have. And
It's,
done! Yay! Alright, so we are doing that one. So we need to do that one and turtles in the depths and baiting the hook probably.
Yep.
Okay. So I have put those on my map now.
Okay. The thing disappeared just before I got
Aww.
Let's go find another one. Feel free to keep fishing.
Yeah, I'll just follow you for the moment. Is this one where we have to like kill something in the water and then fish there? No, that's.
The next one on the mark, yes.
Oh, that we do that? Okay. I think you have a quest like that also for rebuilding Hitbold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember there's that waterfall there, and you have to like go around it. Well, I guess you don't have to, but yeah. It's an option. Or I'll just stand in the water.
Super convenient.
Don't mind me, fishies. Everything's fine. You should totally come over here. Totally works, right?
Catch a hook in your hand.
I'll just stomp on the fishies. That'll help. Smash, smash, smash. Oh yeah, I was curious about the weather. Go take a quick look. Because I thought, see, okay, yeah, it's down to 3 now. I think it's supposed to get below, let's see, today is Tuesday. It's supposed to get down to 1 overnight. And then we have a high of 4 tomorrow. This is all Celsius. But then it's down to 0 overnight. And then Thursday, high of 4 again, but down to -1. And then Friday, it says sleet. That'll be lovely. Yeesh. That does not sound lovely. Oh, yeah.
Sleep and plain laning's go great together. Alright, let's wait for the last one.
So that'll be a fun day. Hey, I love watching those little fish jump out of the water. That's so cute. There they are swimming underneath. Crisp. Maybe I am too close. Maybe I'll just get out of the way just in case
I
that's.
caught one light there.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not getting 100% of these.
Oh, weird. I did get 100% of mine. But we can sit and watch the fish. Yeah. Little jumping fish.
I get thrown off by the jumping.
Yeah, sorry.
Or
Look again at jumping fish. Fish, fish, fish. Oh, what are the sales right now? I forgot. Let's take a look.
they're the thing that makes the boat go.
Yes, they're the things that make the boats go. Not those kind of sales, the other ones. We've got, oh yeah, the Sublime Coffer, the Sublime Patrons Coffer is on sale right now, and it is on sale for 20% off.
It's
So,
supposed to be the 17th.
17th, which is,
Theoretically
oh,
over.
yeah, that's a good point. That should be over. Never mind. Ignore that.
Okay.
And then, let's see, there's a Skill and Slayer deed boost with the free coupon, so that's not bad. and then some mark acquisition boost, enhancement, reputation, stuff like that. So stuff that I tend to be like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, exactly. Casper just jumped back up on the couch. Now, Black Friday should be coming at the end of the month. And Lotro often does some really nice Black Friday sales. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Because that can be sometimes an opportunity to get things like journeyman writing if you don't already have it on sale. Yeah. Oh my gosh, right? So, hang on. What are we doing here?
Go ahead and fish up a turtle, and then I will destroy it.
Fish up a turtle?
Yeah, you know, fish
Okay.
with a turtle. Up.
Go fishing and find a turtle.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're gonna
I've
hit
just
it.
re-equipped my weapons.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, it's a challenge, right? Because you get a fishing pole.
It is a challenge. Get attacked while I've got a fishing pole. Apparently I'm gonna find a, that doesn't look like a turtle, that looks like a
No,
fish.
but that fish was in a turtle's mouth.
Oh, I see. Ah, the fish was in a turtle's mouth. Now the turtle's mad. Now we shoot it. Or scream at it if you're, that guy. If you're a minstrel. And now what? And now a turtle has been defeated. 1 of 4.
Do it again.
Oh, we just keep doing this. Okay.
Steal another fish from another.
Apparently we're still in combat, though.
Yeah.
Gotta wait till that turtle is well and truly gone. All right, I'm trying to steal fish out of turtles' mouths. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so B4 says, unless you're in the Netherlands, in which case it's already Black Friday. So I don't think the Dutch understand what Black Friday
It's a
is.
sale.
And I get it because, like, it's gone a little wacky in the US too, right? Like, Black Friday used to be just the day after Thanksgiving. And that was it. And then you've got the Cyber Monday. Like, okay, fair enough. Whatever. Oh, I'm outside of the green area. Maybe I should get more into the area or something. So are we... Yeah, this is getting us closer in. How about like over here? Should we give that a try? Are you ready for me to fish? Okay, cool. Anyway, so yeah, so I can understand, like, Black Friday in the US has kind of grown, and like you've got still some Black Friday sales that go through like what, Saturday, maybe Sunday. It's been a while since I've, paid attention to the sales, but it does seem like it kind of spread out maybe a little bit. Okay, fair enough. But, like in my mind, it's still rooted in the day after Thanksgiving and not like, I don't know, the day of Thanksgiving or the day before Thanksgiving or the week of Thanksgiving. It doesn't seem like that's part of it. Oh, Megan says, seems like all month is Black Friday now. Okay, so it's like that in the US too? So Black Friday sales, like if you're walking down the high street around here, like in Arnhem, you'll see companies have like Black Friday all over their stuff now. I'm like, but we haven't even gotten to Thanksgiving yet. So I just don't understand it, You've been getting Black Friday sales in your email all month. So the sales are already started, huh? No, that's okay. That's a fair point. I think because I guess when I think of online retail, it doesn't necessarily mean the same to me, but in person is different. I don't know. Because, like, I think that's a good point. Like, one of the yarn stores that I bought from, Hobby, I think they have Black Friday sales possibly already started also. Hey, there's a turtle. Go turtle, turtle. Oops. The item Lamidon turtle has expired and been destroyed from your inventory.
Oh, that's nice. You caught something that didn't convert into the landscape?
Oh, I didn't even think to check. No, that can't be right. Oh, let me take a look. I have acquired Lamidon turtle. Oh, at one point I had.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out for it.
All right. That's hilarious.
It's supposed to auto-consume.
It's also all November here, says Kagosi. Okay. Well, I'm, I guess, a purist when it comes to the Black Friday stuff.
Yeah, there's a website called Black Friday Nederland Continental.
Yeah. So Black Friday, Nederland, Fontenelle. So Black Friday, Netherlands. It says Black Friday 2024 is on Friday the 29th of November, but in Netherlands, the deals begin sooner, from Friday the 8th of November. Good gravy. Okay. That's insane. That's a bit nuts. That explains why I'm seeing stuff already as I'm walking around town. Oh my gosh. I think it's also really funny because, like, there's no Thanksgiving here. So the Black Friday thing just, like, boggles my mind a little bit.
Well, that makes it easier for it to spread.
It's like, wait,
There's no boundaries.
there's no boundary.
Any bounds.
It's bizarre. Okay, so we'll do one more as soon as I'm out of combat here. There we go. I'm keeping an eye on my inventory also, just in case it ends up there for some reason. But yeah, it does seem like it went into my inventory for a moment. So yeah, Skagosi says it is just too much. I agree. I'm not big on shopping, so it seems like a huge distraction, and yeah, takes a lot of energy just to be like, ugh, no more. Yeah, as before points out, we're not big shoppers in general, but especially during Black Friday. Like, if there was something I was specifically looking for, I might be like, oh, hey, let's check, see if there's any Black Friday deals. But sometimes they do. Oh, that's funny. There it is. It's in my inventory. And now it's gone. Ah, that was a kick.
Only 5 seconds.
Sometimes, though, they do the thing where it's like, it's normally... Hang on. We gotta search the shores for a fish ball. I should probably put my weapons back on in case I need them. Can't do that in combat. Are we out of combat now? There we go. All right, I have all my stuff back on. But anyway, so like something will be, like 15 euros or something like that. But the normal price is 20. It just happens that they always keep it at 15. And then like they'll bump it back up to 20 the week before the sales, and then bump it down to 15 and be like, oh, look, it's on sale for 25% off. It's like, wait a minute.
Technology cuts both ways, though. There are websites that track these things and tell you
Yeah.
historical prices.
Yeah, before is pointing out, though, that technology cuts both ways on this, and that there are websites that will track those prices for you and then can let you know when that sort of thing has happened. Yeah. Or at least you can see it.
Is conceptual.
Oh, yeah, we're looking for a cluster of fish, right?
No, it just is.
It just is.
We've been told it's there.
Oh, we have to fish for it?
The fish here are balling up quickly, time to fish.
Oh, okay.
You should have a timer on your quest. If not, you need to run around.
Oh, I do not have a timer on my quest. Okay, I see. So search the shores for a fish ball, and then when I find... Ah, here we go. The fish are balling up quickly, time to fish.
But it seems conceptual. I don't see a graphic.
And so there should be some fish that we can't see, but that's okay. And I've got 5 minutes to catch 3 fish. We can do this, right? Hey, we got one. The fish are active here. Go get them. I don't see them jumping, though. But I guess that's okay. They're more, chill fish. Aw, I just got weeds that time. So sad. Yeah, when my kids were younger, I used to pay a lot more attention to the Black Friday deals and all that. That's interesting. Yeah, the image has gone away. The location. Oh, good. I got 2 out of 3. Weeds are just plants that society doesn't value. Fight the system. Yeah, but they were asking for fish, not weeds. So,
Well,
I'm trying to satisfy their request here. So if they would request weeds, I am definitely more able to help out. All right. Swim, 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 swim. So now we need to go find some. Use worms to catch cowbell carp. Oh, I think I remember this one. And yeah, it's further south. So we've got to go down, and then like there's worms on the hillside, and you have to like grab the worm and then run over to the water, I think, and then do some fishing real quick. Something like that.
I just can't figure out if you need a fresh worm each time, or if that's just me getting suspicious.
Right, right. We couldn't figure out, that's what I remember that now. We couldn't figure out if you are supposed to like get a worm, fish, get a worm, fish, get a worm, fish, or do you just keep fishing once you have collected a worm? I think we tested it, and I don't remember which way it went. Did you put anything on the wiki? Sometimes we do that. Sometimes we'll test something and then we put the results on the wiki so we don't have to remember.
I have never edited this page.
All right. Oh, warband.
This is a small fellow, should probably cancel.
Gonna cancel that. Cancel, yes.
The wiki claims that each worm is good for 60 seconds.
Okay.
Gives you an effect.
So the wiki is saying that it gives you an effect that lasts for 60 seconds. The worm does. So you can fish as much as you want in 60 seconds, and then after that's over, you gotta run back and get a new fresh worm.
Realistically, that's 1 or 2 casts.
Okay, so I should get prepared to cast.
And yeah, it gives you an effect. You have fresh bait for your hook.
Cool.
And then I foolishly am walking it off.
Well, the worms are a little far from the water. Okay, fish time. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Is that the effect? Oh yeah, bait. You have fresh bait for your hook. Okay, cool. So no, we didn't have to do the thing where you kill something in the water and then make the water bloody and then the fish show up that you need.
No.
That was for rebuilding Hitbold.
No, but there's a different fishing one for Hitbolt where you fish something out of the water and defeat it.
Oh.
I think.
Oh yeah, it might be an Avank. Yeah, that's right. Before I was pointing out that there was a different one where yeah, you fish something out of the water and then you have to defeat it. Yeah, I think it's an Avank. I think that does sound
Yeah,
familiar.
It's like a bloodfish, so you defeat a goat and you put its water.
That's
out
what
of
it
the
was.
water, and then you attract those fish.
The
You don't
goat.
remember that, yeah.
Yeah, it was a goat. Yeah.
Yeah, Hitbolt also had that cluster of fishing quests.
Yeah, how Hitbold had a cluster of fishing quests, so that's kind of fun. I don't mind the fishing quests, actually. Oh, Skarn. Hello. Don't mind if I do. All right, let's go find another worm. There's one. Why are they just wiggling up on top of the ground? That's so weird.
Maybe it just rained.
Maybe it just rained. It's like they're dancing on top of the ground, you know? Hey, sneakies, how you doing? We're just getting a little fishing done here. Doing some quests out of Dol Amroth with the different Dol Amroth factions. So we're working on one for... I forget who we're working on. Also, where am I? Okay, I'm in the zone, hopefully. Hopefully. This is for the docks. We're working on the docks faction right now.
Yeah, it's Doc's quest, so it's not water.
I got weeds. Maybe I'm not close enough. Maybe I need to move over.
You're fine, I think. I think it's not 100% chance.
I would say definitely not 100% chance in this situation. Make sure you save the cooking fishes. Well, in this case, the fishes go away. They take what we get, I think. Yeah. Well, maybe you're getting something. I don't know.
No, but if we're not getting quest rewards, maybe.
Yeah.
You got a white sturgeon.
Oh, did I?
Not helpful.
Yeah, okay. So I didn't see any edible fishies there when I took a quick look at my inventory. All right, let's try this again. Wonder if I can mount up. It might save a little bit of time. What rod do I have? I think I have a good one. Hang on, it's the Lebrethon. So +5, I think. Hey, there we go. So this one we have to grab a bait and then run back to the river. Although I am wondering about, hey, I got number 2. Yeah, come maybe over this way a little bit more. And then you've only got a minute to use that bait, and then you gotta go get some fresh. Let's see if it'll let me catch this one before my timer runs out. So close. I've got 1 second. Oh, wah, wah. It's probably not gonna count. I got a flounder. All right, that's a cookable fish. So I've heard. So it makes me dismount. Do I still have the effect? Does it matter? I mean, maybe I can get 2 fishing out of this by running back on a mount.
Sometimes you fish and it's 5 seconds, and sometimes it's...
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you fish and it's like super quick, and then sometimes you're like, the animation's about to like finish, and it's like, oh, here, have a fish. It's like, ah. All right. Hey, I got my 3rd fish. I'm good to go. All right, so after we're done with these quests, we're gonna go turn these in. You got yours? Yeah. Awesome. To Dol Amroth. So I'm probably gonna wrap up my stream not long after. So a reminder that if you wanted to donate to Extra Life and you haven't done so yet, feel free to jump in on there. The link is in the chat, and if you have donated or do so sometime, remember to send in your survey to Cordovan so he knows what goodies to give you off of the community loot list. And if you do that before the end of November, he'll put you into the drawings that he's doing in November, where you might win some extra goodies. So that's pretty neat. What else? There's a good coupon code for a tome of what was it? Tome of something something. It was good. Oh, I think I closed it. Let me double check here. Oh no, here it is. Skill and Slayer Deed Boost tome. So that's what's the free code right now. So that's nice. Oh hey, it's probably under freebie. Boom, there you go. I am not streaming next week. Before is not streaming next week. Before is not streaming today. So that is it for our little collective for the day. Often we have, who's the other one on Tuesday? Oh, I can just do the thing. Hang on. Yeah, Mei Lung. And, oh, there we go. We both did it. Oh, you did a Monday and I did a Tuesday. That's okay. Yes, but Eldoleth was on yesterday. So, yes, today is me. Oh, Epic Uger is back. I forgot about that. And then me and before, and then Mei Lung is like U.S. evening time. I know he was, I think, having some computer problems or something, but I think he's back. So he might be back on later on tonight. Let's see. So I'll be out this next week, and I might be out the following Tuesday. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how it's going that particular day. So, oh yeah, and then events that are coming up. When is I don't know, does festival have a, or do they, is it too, it's not, yeah, let's see, is the festival soon enough? There we go, Yule Festival arrives December 12th. So we do have a few weeks yet before that comes in, but that's going to be some good stuff. So we're hoping, like I said, we were talking about earlier, hopefully we'll get some new goodies, so that'll be fun. Gypsy Tavern says hello there. Hello there. We are just wrapping up, actually. So let's see, Yule Festival starts December 12th, and Moria on Angmar and Mordor should be December 4th. So, yeah, so you could do Moria and then some time at the festival. You'll just have to find some warm clothes, go do some Moria, and then go back to the Yule Festival and find some other warm clothes, and then go back to Moria. How's that sound? No. Right? Go get some good stuff. So I think that about wraps up for me. So if there's anything else anybody wanted to pop into chat real quick, do that now. Oh, Bull Roar was mentioned earlier. So Bull Roar is up right now. Apparently it's open. That says closing time November 1st, but if it's open right now, then it'll say that on the link. It'll tell you when it's open and when it's open until with those links there. So, oh yeah, because I think that detail might be slightly out of date. Let me double check here. Hang on a second. That says Bull Roar is closed. Oh, that's the other one though. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, it is open right now. So sorry, that link was to the previous one. So let me give you the current link actually. So that one takes you to the. We both have the great minds thinking alike here. That yes, so there's Legacy of Morgoth patch 2 that they are testing over on the test server called Bull Roar. And so if you haven't done that before, it's really kind of fun. You can go in and you can just like, play with all the things. You can get like free Mithril coins and all the free Lotro points and all of that, but it stays on the server. And then they wipe the server when they're done. So, but it's a fun way to go and like, be like, oh, what would happen if I owned every single house in a neighborhood, or, like whatever. You can just play around with all sorts of stuff. What if I had this set of armor? And then you can just try various things. So the link will tell you what they're particularly focusing on right now. Oh, and when you do, when you are going into Bull Roar, you can choose to start a brand new character, or you can choose to create a copy. This is the only case in which this works. Create a copy of your character from another server, and that copy then gets put onto Bull Roar. There's a whole bunch of stuff about that, though. You want to read that, about how to make sure not to break things. Basically, empty your inventory is the advice. So that way you don't end up with copies of things multiple times, and then it doesn't play well. Oh, that reminds me, I want to trade stuff over to you. So, but aside from that, I think that covers most of the stuff that we talked about today. So have a great rest of your week, everybody. I won't see you until after Thanksgiving. So if you are a Thanksgiving person, do enjoy. Hopefully you have a lovely time. Hopefully it's relaxing with tasty foods and people that you enjoy spending time with. Oh, I think maybe I'm supposed to keep those. I'm not sure. I'm giving you everything and then you can give it back. I think I was supposed to keep some things for doing task boards, maybe. I'm not sure. I just have a tendency to give everything over to before and then he can sort it out. This is how I manage my inventory. I just give it all away.
It's better than hitting the sell all button, I think.
It's better than hitting the sell all button. I mean, I would also do that. I used to do that, and he's like, how about you just give it to me, and I'll just give you money every so often. I'm like, I'm on board with this. We're at the point now with the server though that we just like we have so much money. There's not really it's
We have more than we need.
we have more money than we need on the server. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing that we're purchasing that requires more than what we have. So
Give you 100 gold for that.
I see that. Thank you. He just gave me 100 gold for all that. So now my gold total is 1,717 gold. Yeah, I feel like that's a bit more than I need. Yeah. So, yes. Oh, yeah, before says, happy Thanksgiving if you're in the U.S. and happy Black Friday month if you're not. That's awesome. Okay, so B4 is not going to stream tonight. So this is me signing off for us for tonight. And I will not be here next week, and neither will B4. So I might see you in 2 weeks, or it might be not until we're partway into December. So, all right, take care, everybody. And as I often say, remember to take care and of that Hobbit side of your heart, which means to take care of yourself, but also take care of each other. All right, bye, everybody.